Man, they actually did it. They actually pulled the trigger. Man, we got something to be happy about this week.
Yes,
Never more has a trigger been justified in the pull, man. Let's.
And welcome in, folks. This is episode 203 of Out of Your Falcon Mind, Atlanta Falcons fan cast. My name is John, coming to you, as always, with my co-host, Mr. Mike Cottrell, and a great friend of the show that's been on the show before, only with myself. Mike had to miss, but thankfully, we got them both on the show tonight, man.
I've been how's it going? On a panel though, or something, right?
Yeah. We're on the panel together. Yeah. Just not on our show, like specifically, but y'all are both from DC, man.
Yeah,
of course.
Hey,
man.
He know what mambo sauce is, right or wrong.
Yep. All the time, raised on it. The kids love it too.
That special lingo, y'all don't know nothing about what we talking about. The greatest sauce in the world.
Yes, it
is.
If
you ever tried, you know it's the greatest sauce in the world.
What is it? What is it? Was it?
I don't know what it consists of. Like, that's the great secret. It's in the CIA building. No one knows what it consists of, but it's the best sauce on earth. You put it on the French fries, you put it on the chicken, you put it on everything.
They would tell you ketchup, vinegar.
See, look, that's what I'm saying.
Hot sauce, barbecue sauce, but like.
So is it like cane sauce? Is that sauce? It's kind of
nothing
like that.
It's like
see how his eyes went up and to the right, and he could taste it. You feel me? That's how good it is. You see how his eyes shifted to space because he could taste it. That's how good it is.
It's more like a cross between a barbecue sauce, but it's like damn near like nectar when it sticks to the food like nectar.
I got you.
Yeah.
But it has a little bit of ketchup to it because it comes out red as orange. And I mean, we even eat on our rice, on our fried rice. Some people put it on
everything. That's how good it is. You say
even when it spills in the rice, you're like, I don't care.
Man, it's really a thing that you
dip the egg roll in it. If you have an egg roll, it goes with everything.
On that too.
Damn, good Lord, we'll have to try.
Put it in the sweet tea if you can.
Yeah. Well, Kevo, dude, how you been, man? It's been a while.
I'm glad to be here. First of all, man. Before I answer the question, like, I've never stopped watching, and when I heard you guys were, switching lanes, it hurt me, man. But I understand and I respect it, and I want y'all to hear from me, man. Like, you guys are legends, man. I want to give you that. Both of you. Mikey, you make me proud being from the area.
Thank you, man.
John, man. Everybody think Mike's the funny one, man, but I can tell when you're tweeting.
I try to tell people that.
I can tell, man. But
we go back and forth all day long.
Dude.
I'm trying to tell y'all, he's just as sick as I am.
Yes. Oh, totally, yeah. But I just can't be. I can't be like. It would make no sense for me to come on here and be Mike. Like,
yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? Like, so we have to keep stay on.
That's why it works, man. Y'all like Nightcap, man. But like Shannon is funny. But Chad can be the jokester 25%, like more. But Shannon is funny. He has his times when he's funnier than him.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been fine, man. This year's been kind of rocky. We lost my dad in October.
Damn,
to open a month, and I'm not going to go too deep into it, but he was found like in his laundry room.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know what actually happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
He was staying with a friend, and it changed us, but having my kids, it made me hug my kids and be a better dad.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, man, before we jump into Penix starting, I won't shit on Kirk.
No, I'm not either. We're not either.
That Thursday night game, my dad passed the night before. I think it was the third. We played on the fourth, right? I think.
Mm-hmm.
My dad passed that the night before. And what Kirk did and his team did for me, I was in a deep place, but that win did a lot for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't shit on the man. I just feel like it's the situation where the mind wants to, but the body can't anymore.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, we're gonna get into it, dude. I hate to hear that, man. Both of us, obviously, y'all, you probably know we both lost our pops, man, and it's just not a good. Nothing you can ever say to make anybody feel any better, man. It's just one of those things.
Yes.
Everybody's gonna go through it at some point. So, but and like Kevo said, man, I did put it on Twitter, and y'all, if y'all watch the show or listen to the show, y'all know Mike and I've been talking about possibly hanging it up after this season. So for the foreseeable future, we are going to do that. So whatever the last game is, whatever we'll recap that game, talk about that game, whatever it is, and that'll be it for at least for now. Mike still might, we still might put videos up. We still might do some of the biscuits pick, stuff like that. It's just doing the show every week or multiple shows every week. We just we won't have time to do that because we will be doing another channel, but we'll get into that more as we get closer to the end of this thing. So it's totally different. It's not sports related. It's just something totally different that a lot of you guys might like. A lot of you guys and girls might like. But we'll get into that later on. But it goes without saying, man, the love we got when I put that on Twitter, it blew up, man. Like the folks come out of the woodwork that I didn't even know listened or watched, and it was made me feel great, man. I know Mike, you probably saw some of them. I sent some of them to you, and I can't go through and I try to respond to everybody, but it's just it was just but man, it makes you feel good, man. Because we put a lot into it, and that's also part of the reason we're hanging it up. And I know JR is hanging it up too, pound for pound, and like we talked about it prior, and we're in a similar spot. It's like we want to put more into it to really to spur the growth of the channel, but we just literally don't have the time to do it. It's like between our businesses, and I was just talking with Kevo before the show, Liam's in high school now, actually. What's up, buddy?
Buddy.
Hey, and playing baseball and nonstop. So and orchestra, we just had an orchestra concert. He's had 4 orchestra concerts in the last 30 days. So it's it's just nonstop, dude. So it's we can't I want to do the 22 reviews, but I can't. I don't have time to do it. I want to we want to put other video stuff on here. It's just it's damn near impossible to really, and we don't want to half-ass it and be just throw it together.
You want to put bullshit content out.
No, not at all. Not at all. And it's and even the show today, we were supposed to do 7:30. We had to push it back. I mean, partly because I'm on the injured list this week. My low back is completely shot. It's what happens when you lift heavy for a while and then you reach 40. It just gives you the finger, and it's just nah. I mean, literally, dudes, I was reaching into a car and it just said nope, and that was that. And then I've been hobbling around like I'm 85 years old the last 2 days. So, but I just got adjusted from my chiropractor, who's an awesome guy who let me come to his house. So I was able to get that done. So I'm but I'm here. You know what I mean? So.
That is some mob shit, Johnny Yates, when you can go to the chiropractor.
Just fix my back.
And take the bullet out and don't inform the cops. I like that, Johnny Yates.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But either way, like I said, Much appreciated, guys. Like it means a lot for Mike and I both to hear all that stuff. The emails that y'all sent over the couple of years, the 203 episodes, however many videos we've done. But you know, it means the world, man. It really does. Not just saying it, like it means the world. Because like I said, we do put a lot of time into it. So we're glad that y'all like it, man. And like I said, well, it's not like it may not be forever. It's just for now. You know, we just don't have time for now. So we may be coming back in the future. Who knows? Well, I mean, I would hate for us to go away, then the team all of a sudden take off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So, man, real quick, like, my head is this big, and I don't mean like cocky wise. I mean creative wise. So, bro, this is a very small part of it. And man, y'all taught me how to do like the internet and podcasts. I didn't know how to do any of it. I swear to God, until we started this podcast, I didn't even have social media.
Not
like,
lying.
No,
he's not lying.
No app, no nothing. Like, bro, that's not me. Man, I live a rock star lifestyle, no witnesses. You hear me? So, y'all taught me how to do all that. But with my already big creative mind, now I'm like, oh shit, I want to try this. 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 And I feel like me and John would be great at some of the shit that is coming to mind. So I feel like if we put the same amount of effort that we put into this, the same amount of the love and creativity that we put into this, just because of the market in general, like just the Falcons being such a small niche thing, it would naturally be bigger and naturally be more fruitful for the effort given, if you know what I mean. I make that clear. But I absolutely love y'all, and it meant the world, because this is a very different show than most Falcons podcasts. So the fact that y'all love it really hit home when y'all say that y'all appreciate it and y'all love it. I be appreciating it, feel good. So we absolutely love y'all. We do got a few shows left, so don't bail early. Don't slide. You know what I'm saying? Get the last few yards out of us, right? But yeah, we're gonna rock out last few episodes and let's get it.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. All right, so let's talk. Well, actually, first we jump in the chat. Liam Murray said, "What's up, buddy?"
Liam, buddy.
Probably playing.
Address.
Going hopefully. Yeah, we will. Yeah, we'll get into that. Christy, what's going on?
Christy, what up?
Good to see you. Not nice, dude. Not nice.
Oh, come on,
I mean,
JT said, "Fellas, y'all have been getting me through the season for real. How do y'all feel about paying Desmond Cousins $180 million?"
Damn.
Desmond Cousins. You know what? That is man, that should have been the title of the show, Johnny Yates.
Yes.
Yeah, I think its time is better. You know what I mean? Like it's more positive. You know what I mean? Like it's the Penix eras. Yeah, you know what I mean. So, but yeah. So we'll talk. I mean, well, look, the Raiders game. I said on the last show, like I expected. I think my prediction was 31-13. I just thought like there's no way that we can't put it on a bad defense with no Max Crosby, you know, and I figured Kirk's going to bounce back against this crappy team. And then we come out and call what's looked like your local high school type of offense the entire game. And I was like, what are we worth? Not to mention, I mean, let's get a few great things out of the way. Special teams, amazing. Kugi missed the one field goal. Now he's on IR. Don't know if it's been an injury thing the entire time. If it has, what are you doing throwing him out there to keep kicking if he's been hurt this entire time? I mean, I know he was on the injury list some weeks ago with the hip, right? And then he was off of it. So either he's truthfully hurt and kicking, or they were just like, no, we're going to have to put you on IR and, you know, get your head right, basically. And, you know, bring in, they activated Riley Patterson today. What was his name? Riley Patterson? Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, but anyway, Kadero Hodge, Special Teams Player of the Week, fantastic game.
Deserving so.
Absolutely, man. And our starting field position for like three or four drives were at the 45-yard line. You know, and we scored on 2 of those drives, but it was just, I mean, it was just dysfunctional. It was like I said, it was just like this just simple throw, the interception Kirk made through Darnell Mooney wide open. Like to me, it's like you look at that play, we were watching it back. It's like you see the linebacker sit right there, so you just don't throw that ball. Like you don't like that should take your eyes directly away from that guy immediately. And if you would have looked to the right, then you would have saw Darnell Mooney standing there wide open. And Liam even said, he was like, I'm pretty sure Bijan was open in the flat as well. These are the mistakes we saw Desmond Ridder make last year, and Taylor Heineke. It was like, and that's the stuff when I did those reviews, and I came back and I said, y'all, look, Art's calling some weird stuff every now and then, but these quarterbacks are missing stuff left and right. Like they're not seeing it, or they're just missing it. And this is that similar to what Kirk did, man. And then to find out earlier, Zach Robinson talking about, yeah, we did scale back the offense a little bit because of some of the passing inefficiencies, and this is still what happened. So if you have to scale it back for your veteran, and then he still goes out and can't score more than 15 points to get the Raiders, then it's time, man. It's time. Like there's no other thing to say.
No doubt.
And bro, I didn't even hear Zach said that, but that's what I was thinking the whole time. Is like it was clear that you scaled it back. And the first thought is, dog, for that amount of money to have to scale anything back, dog, if I want you to do a fucking read option, you better do it. And you better hit the corner with speed. I'm talking about, but then to also be a veteran and scaling it back for the veteran, dog, you scale it back for Marcus Mariota when he come in mid-season.
Yep.
That's when you scale the offense back. Okay, he don't really know. Let's dial it back to primary, like elementary. To be doing that in the latter season for your veteran quarterback who you paid a lot of money, it just make you feel like look, somebody got to go with him. That's how I feel. I don't know what somebody got to go. It make you feel like somebody got to go with him. Because if that tennis tape, what did you see? Because that man don't look mobile. His arm don't look crisp. His arm don't look strong. Like mentally, he's a second late. What did you see that made you say, "Oh, pay him all the money"? I'm telling you, we got to change. Like somebody got to go with him. To be honest, for that amount of money, somebody else is going with him.
What's wild is, I mean, other than the Pittsburgh game, like he got it going. You know, there was a few questionable things, but like the 500-yard game, like he looked legit.
The Tampa games.
Both Tampa games. I mean, he looked legit. Like, okay, Kirk's going to come. You know, he's coming back. And then the Saints game happened in New Orleans, and then ever since then, it's just been a decline, and then just off a cliff. You know, and it was like, and it's bizarre. Like it happened like that. Hopefully, buddy, thanks for everything you guys have done for the fans. Respected all you do. Appreciate that super chat, buddy. Big time.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Double H.
Hopefully, it's been around since like damn near the beginning, I think.
Yeah, we really appreciate you, man. We really appreciate our Double H.
Brian, what's up, buddy?
Brian Peoples. Jay in the truck said, fellas, good evening. Although I'm happy that Penix is starting and we don't make the playoffs, somebody got to go. I agree. Somebody got
to fall on the squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevo, man, what's your take on some of that?
Shoot, I agree with what Mike's saying. But basically, I mean, I get it, man. Week one, you're going against that defense. You're going against that D-line.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want them doing too much play action and turning around. But to be in this part of the season, and you got him in a pistol, and the whole point of the pistol was a threat, the quarterback moving around. He can't move. And then just watching the game Monday night, man, you just hear Dan Orlovsky say, why aren't they running PA? Because he can't turn around.
Yeah.
I don't think we can't block it. He can't turn around. And you just see his feet get stuck in mud.
Yeah. You see on the one handoff to Tyler, he barely didn't make it.
Yeah, man. And credit, man. Like I know I don't want to get off topic. I know how some people feel about Kyle. I still like Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
But hats off to Terry for not drafting as talented as he is, like a George Pickens, because they would have probably fucked Kirk up by this time, man. I mean, they would have Kirk out for some of these misses.
Mm-hmm.
And the receivers, thank God Bijan is the way he is, and these receivers are like mild-mannered people.
Mm-hmm.
Man. It was time.
Yeah. And
it was just time.
It was. And it sucks. I mean, you know, and like people are ablaze on Twitter. Y'all have probably seen it if you're on Twitter, wanting Terry's ass on wanting him gone. And I get it. I understand. Like, but here's the thing, like Raheem was also in full agreement that, you know, and he said it today in the press conference. He said, I fully believe that Kirk could take us to a championship. We could play for a championship with Kirk. And that's what, and that's fine. Like you made a bet. You made an expensive ass bet that just did not hit. But you did go and draft Penix, which can help cover your. That's the thing. If we make the playoffs, I think jobs are safe. Like Jay was saying, if we don't make the playoffs, I'm not so sure about Terry's job. I don't think Raheem's going anywhere after year one.
Oh no, I think Ron's fine.
Me too. But like, yeah, if we miss the playoffs and then you have this contract hanging over your head, because it's going to be here. Like like basically what we can do with Kirk is either cut him post or before March 1st, which would just be terrible. It's a stupid decision because we would eat like $62 million next year. And it makes no sense whatsoever. So if you cut him post June 1st, it's going to, it's still not going to give us much relief next year, but it'll be a little bit. It won't be the full 62 million. But ideally you want to trade him, but he has a no trade clause. So he has to approve that trade wherever he might go. And that's if he even has, does he even have trade value at this point? Right. Like, does he have suitors? Is somebody going to take a chance again and be like, you know what? Okay, it's a year past the Achilles. We know, that takes a while. But like what he's put on tape this year is not exactly like screaming, hey, I can still play in this league at a high level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the one thing.
Screaming backup.
Right. And do you want to trade for a really, really expensive backup? Like
my early guess would be Tennessee. Maybe they're tired of gambling with young quarterbacks. Because Will Levis is just like a fuck up waiting to happen, man. Like,
dude, he said he still believes he could be the franchise.
Yeah.
Man, Will Levis is a meme. Like every week.
I know.
He's on his pause.
He's a little engine that could if he still believes.
I still think I still believe I can dunk, but like reality said, hey, I can't
do
it anymore.
Man, I believe I can fly like R. Kelly said, but I ain't gonna jump off a roof.
Yeah.
He wild.
Yeah, no, crazy. Yeah. So it was
I just want to tell people this. Dog, if Rob pulled Kirk, it was time. Because he's loyal as you get to that quarterback. So they was handcuffed. And he did not want to do that. He gave that man every opportunity to fix that. He gave him every vote of confidence, every opportunity. The game after the bye, he came back. He gave him everything. And eventually had to pull his friend, I believe, into a room and say, hey, bruh, come on.
Can't do it.
Like, personally, you fucking up. Like, I don't got, you missing the throw. Come on, man. Like, we have to be in agreement now that this is the problem. Did y'all see his face?
Yeah.
Did you see him like blow that? Oof.
Yeah.
He knew, like, man, I don't have it. Like, we got lucky.
And Kirk know he's not getting that job back.
Oh yeah.
He's got to know.
He knows in his heart, like that's not. Your Penix will at least be better than him, and that's sad that I can guarantee that.
Well, dude. I responded to our buddy Jeremy earlier on Twitter. Like he tagged me in the post from Zach Robinson saying like they basically ran through like a 70 play walkthrough today, and that Penix is going to be it's like staying after practice with working with the ones this week, getting like more used to the receivers and stuff like that. He worked with Ray in the offseason because they're both down in Florida, so he worked with him even like already, but they're just going to do some more extra work this week. And I don't even know, man. Like when he's number one, he said he got the call. Penix said he got the call when he was at Costco about to have a hot dog, and he got a call saying he's going to start. And then he wasn't hungry anymore. He couldn't eat anymore. And so he left at that point. But no, getting back to what we're talking about. But Zach said that like him and his wife and Kirk's wife are like they're good friends. Like their kids play together and stuff like that. So it was tough on him to have to say that to Kirk. But Kirk wasn't. He's not stupid, man. Like he knows. He can look at the tape. He knows himself. Like this is not. He said it. He said as much in the press conference. He was like, I have a standard. I'm not playing to that standard, And it's just, nobody wants to be told you can't do it anymore, or you're too old, or whatever the case may be. I'm sure they didn't say that, but nobody wants to be taken away from their job and be replaced by somebody else. That's just, of course. And I hate it for him. I hate it for he's a fantastic human. Like as a dude, man, it doesn't get any better. Like so I hate it for him personally. For my football team, absolutely the right decision. And what you're talking about with Raheem. Dude, what I took from that press conference was because somebody asked him, and he was like, "No, he's like, it's not injury related. It's purely football decision." And we needed to have more from the quarterback position, and we tried to help. Like, to me, what it said was, we dumbed this down so much for the Raiders game, thinking like this has to help, and it still didn't help. And that was it. Like this, to me, they knew going into the Raiders game, like if he performs well and we win, cool, he's back, we're good to go. If he doesn't, then we got to pull the trigger and go to Penix these last 3 games. And I was happy they did, because that did tell me at least, like, hey, the contract be damned. We got to do to win the games, because that's what everybody was worried about. Was like, hey, are we just gonna be stuck with Kirk no matter what, because they paid him all this money and they're afraid to say we might have made a mistake there, which was a legitimate concern. But but pulling him just showed you, like, no, that's not what that. And so it may cost Terry his job when it's all said and done. But
now here's the cool part about it that no one will talk about. The whole team quietly is going home to their wives and their kids and be like, oh my God, it's on. Yes. I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna have a shot. Like, all the receivers are like, oh, I'm telling you, yes. Like, they all, like Kyle Pitts, Drake London, I'm telling you, Ray, Mooney, they all going home and thinking, oh, thank God, oh, it's on. It is.
I was almost ready to
run every route. I'm going deep. I'm about to get touchdowns. I'm telling, it is on. The full playbook. The full playbook. So the whole team is excited. You best believe. But they just won't show it in front of Kirk. They're like, damn, I feel damn.
They got too much respect for him, man.
Exactly. Damn, bro, I feel damn. Then he leaves.
Yes.
Great dude, but doesn't appear to be worthy of the National Football League anymore. Just being honest.
Not what we saw the last 5 weeks. No. I mean, he wouldn't start for any team at that point.
You can kind of compare it to like Denver. Peyton is my GOAT. The way, Mike, you feel about Matt Ryan, I feel about Peyton.
Okay.
But that last year in Denver, like, he could barely throw a slant without wincing. But the thing is, with Kirk, like, I think if he didn't have the turnovers, he'd probably still be starting.
Agreed.
But dude, you can't get a ball away like that, man.
No, that's
and we're dumbing down the playbook for you.
Yeah. And we talked about it. I mean, Kev, you listen to the show. I mean, we talk about it every week. Like, it sucks that he does have limitations. He puts limitations on the offense because he can't move. And we don't. And the thing is, like, I saw a post, and it's just people that don't watch Penix or haven't really know about again, talk about how he's being a fantastic dual threat run. He's not necessarily like a dual threat. Like, he can run, he will run, but he's not looking to run. Like, he's a pocket passer who just happens to be fairly athletic. Like, which is fine. Like, I'm cool with that. Like, your Pat Mahomes is not looking to run, but he will take off if he needs to. That type of thing,
Well, our fan base, you got to decipher. I'm sorry, mobile QB and
exactly.
running quarterback.
Exactly
mobile moves move around and you can get out of trouble.
Yeah.
Well, a running quarterback is like Anthony Richardson, where their first instinct is, I'm gone.
Exactly. One read,
1, 2, 3, I'm gone. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, nothing's there. I'm gone.
Yep.
Where Penix is looking around, moving around to actually throw the ball.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, he at Washington, he had a really good offensive line. He had a whole stable of NFL receivers, basically. I mean, Odunze and those guys that were there. And he didn't have to have – his pockets were pretty clean most of the time. Now, when they got messy, he wasn't fantastic. But, like, that's something that he's going to have to, just get used to. But just being able to move like that, this should help out the offensive line as well, because offensive line knows, like, Kirk is not going anywhere. Like, he may move around a little bit, but, like, if I like, their margin of error is so slim on the O-line. If they just miss a little bit, like, Kirk's probably going down, or he's going to be pressured, or force a bad throw or something like that. Whereas Penix should be able to, dodge, dip, duck, and, like dodgeball, dip, duck, and dodge, whatever the hell it was, and get out of there, man. So,
right, he's going to have that looking totally different.
Yeah.
People he gonna have that like, oh, he's a genius. He can do so many things. Watch, and about 2 weeks they're gonna be like, Zach is just so he can do so many things that he gonna use Kyle Pitts. He gonna use Drake. He can make every throw. I cannot wait for this. And the thing
my
is,
main thing is third and short, Mike.
Huh?
I'm sorry to cut you off. My main thing is third and short.
Right.
When you have Tyler right there,
take off.
You can pull that read option where they collapse down on Tyler. Okay, I can pick up 2-3 yards.
Yep.
Now they got to respect it a little bit.
Number of plays where you got a quarterback who is capable.
I mean, this year they daring Kirk to keep it. They're like, please keep it.
Yeah.
Where you going?
Yeah.
I mean,
and we'll get back to we'll do one last thing about the Raiders game. Then we'll go on and keep going. But I got to give a shout out to the defense, too. For the most part, the defense. again, aggressive again, getting after it. Yes. But Jimmy, what are you doing, brother? Like the last drive or like the last fourth, like I know you don't want to give up a bunch of, a lot, but dude, you haven't the entire game. Like what you've been doing has been working. So don't go all of a sudden into this soft zone shit and allow Desmond to go all the way down the field and score and then having to come back and almost have a chance to win it with 2 Hail Marys, which, by the way, why was there not a receiver in the end zone? We didn't have Kyle Pitts. We didn't have Drake London. We got 6'5", 6'6". Nobody's out there. We got Mike Hughes and like little guy. Like, thank God Jesse Bates caught that ball. But damn.
Did either you get afraid with that last pass? I thought back to the film in Green Bay. I thought Jacoby Myers grabbed it. I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah. Same. Yeah. I was like, you got to be kidding. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. Because this typically, I don't know if they practice it. That's not what they do. But most of the time, you will see your tall receivers out there for a Hail Mary at the end of the game.
Just to bat it down.
Just to bat it down. Something. Get it out of there. But,
look, man, like after that game was the first time where I was like, the whole time I've been yelling playoffs. That was the first time I was like, man, even if we do
you want to make it?
It wouldn't even, like it.
Not that version.
Yeah, it's like going in a strip club when it's like 5 minutes to closing. Like it's no point in it. You paying admission, parking, and just no point in that. And it just feel like it may be no point in going. Like unless Penix take off, but like with Kirk Cousins at Helms, it doesn't look like we can't beat nobody, dog. We would go out in the first round anyway.
Yeah, so Mike and I were texting during the game. I was like, dude, can you imagine if we were playing like a legit team tonight?
Anybody good.
We would have been blown out.
Yeah. I mean, you get a block punt, block field goal, safety. I'm thinking, if you told me that, we dropped 30 or 40 at least.
Right? Exactly. Avery, to barely get 15.
Avery opens up the second half with a nice kickoff. And I'm just watching, like, just give us a touchdown right here. That's good. Now, we're hoping for 14 points. It was bad, man.
Yeah, and that's what we've been averaging. Like, ever since Kirk's had this slot, it's been around 14 points a game.
You know why? I'm going to tell you why, like, I think he got benched. This was the game. I'm going to tell you why it was God that wanted him benched. The universe conspired. They gave Kirk Cousins every possible advantage to look good in this game. Like everything came, man. We gonna dumb the playbook down.
No Max Crosby.
No Max Crosby.
Yeah, like young. We gonna give you
Desmond Ridder starting opposite of you.
Desmond Ridder, hey dog. We gonna give you everything we could give you, so you could just go in here and kill. And Kirk Cousins tripped out of the starting blocks. And just kept tripping over his feet. He hit every hurdle he jumped over and fell on his face. And that was so glaring that, dog, there was no way we gave you a slam dunk. That was a slam dunk. Like, I don't know if y'all watched that, the show where they put the letters down and they say a word. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you have a team where it's just an obvious, like, you know what it is, and the person just that's what Kirk was doing. Like, dog, we gave you every letter, every vowel. Yeah. What are you talking about? It's restaurant. And you like, shopping mall, and you like, nigga, it's one word.
Yeah.
Why just lost that shopping mall? And that's what Kirk did. Kirk just was given every possible advantage, and he shit the bed. And I think that's why I was saying, even he has to agree. He can't be arguing in that room. He got to be like, I'm gonna be honest, So he can't even have no ill feelings, to be honest.
No, one more week wasn't going to make any difference.
No,
we've been saying like, hey, next week's going to be the week, like for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah, so it's like
D'Angelo Malone got 2 sacks. You got to win.
Yep. Exactly.
D'Angelo Malone actually registered something. You got to win that game, man.
And I didn't think I would see that like ever.
I couldn't believe it.
No, me either. I was like, was that 51?
Look, I thought I was playing Madden or something. I'm like, D'Angelo Malone sacked.
I know.
Great field position through special teams. We gave you every possible thing. And
Bijan running his ass off. Tyler running his ass off.
Yeah, it's nothing to say now.
Yeah. And Bijan up over Yeah, Bijan hit 1,000 right for the year. And Tyler was running mean again. And and like I said, the defense played their ass off. Like I said, other than that last little bit, which I mean, I hope to God that he can watch that and be like, you know what, that was stupid. Like we should have just stayed aggressive. You know what I mean? And then kept because that, like I said, it worked the entire game. Desmond wasn't getting anything on you. He had a few good passes. That's the thing. Like
he did.
It was funny. It was funny. Well, number one, I kept seeing. I tweeted this too. I kept seeing like Desmond revenge game. I'm like, revenge for what? Like he wasn't
played like shit.
Like, dude, you were like, we supported
somebody
you.
Wronged you.
Yeah. Right. Like you won us a ton of games and we just did you wrong and like showed you the door. Like, no, dude, like you sat for however long the first year, then you started the last few games, then you got the entire year to start. You couldn't keep the job. So like, and then the coach came in and said, no, I mean, granted, now he replaced you with somebody that did better than you for a while, but still almost equal or got more turnovers than him, which is crazy. But I saw the thought process made sense. It's just the results didn't exactly follow what, they thought was going to happen. But I was like, the Desmond revenge game like just made no sense to me. I'm like, dude, there's nothing for him to get revenge on. But I mean, I understand he may think personally, but like from our fan standpoint, like no, like just go beat him and call.
He's another one who we gave every opportunity, so he can't say nothing now.
Yeah. I mean, and I was saying that's what that game was that encapsulated him perfectly. Like a couple of dimes he threw at people, and then all of a sudden like. Straight to Justin Simmons, or like overthrow that one, or miss that one, or miss this guy. But like that's the thing, he could never be consistent. Like he was all over that. Like sometimes he would look amazing a few throws, and the next time you're like, dude, that's not the same guy. Like how did that happen? But we got the win. Like I said, I'd never been more like just kind of disappointed in a win, I guess you could say, because I wanted to see so much more from the offense. I want to see so much more from. I was pissed with the play calling, but I in the back of my mind, I was like, I get it. Exactly. I said, I think there's a reason for this. I hope there's a reason for this. And then we find out, there is. And so now, I'm really interested to see like, okay, how much do you open it up with Penix? Because he hasn't had a lot of snaps with the ones all year long. That's been Kirk for the most part. But he's physically able to do a lot more than Kirk is able to do. So that we should see play action more. We should see the pocket moving some more. Like this should be a whole nother just,
RPO here and there.
Right. It should be a whole other aspect of the offense we just haven't seen all year long.
Think of how many more plays are now accessible through the play. The sheer number is gonna make it more difficult to stop us.
Yeah, and he's a smart dude, man. I don't know, I saw earlier, in case people aren't aware of like Penix's kind of like short history, basically, when he was in high school going to college, Tennessee actually pulled his offer 2 weeks before signing day. So he was ready to go to Tennessee. They pulled it 2 weeks before. Then Indiana offered. He tears his ACL as a freshman. Eventually gets all Big Ten honors for the Hoosiers, and then in their highest ranking in the last 53 years. Then tears his ACL again. And then FAU and Washington was up next with no NIL money. And this is I forgot who posted this. I think it's Jordan Schultz, I think, on Twitter. If I get this wrong, I'm sorry. And then he went to UW, then earned AP Comeback Player of the Year, finished his career 25-3, led the nation in passing, won the Maxwell O'Brien Award, finished second to the Heisman, and got into Washington to their to a national title game. So like he's played a lot of football. He's been through a lot of shit. Like he's had a lot of stuff he's had to work through, and he's a very smart dude. So like I don't expect him to go out there and be deer in headlights. I think he's gonna have command. And look, say what you want about Kirk. Like Kirk is a great guy to learn under. However long you can learn under him, like leadership, how he handles himself, how he talks to the team, all that stuff. Like he could just soak that in for the last 14 weeks or whatever it is. So I mean, like I said, I'm excited to see what it's going to look like. Which brings me to my question: what do y'all think? Y'all think Zach's just going to just say, "All right, well, here we go. We're just going to." I mean, because we are playing the Giants, and they have a pretty decent pass rush. No Dexter Lawrence; he's on the IR. Brian Burns is questionable. Caleb McGarry's crossing his fingers that didn't work out because he's been a Caleb McGarry killer over the last however many
right side of the line now.
Yep, and that's protecting that backside. Yep. So I'd expect to see some Charlie Warner out there helping out McGarry and some Tyler Algier, some whatever you got to do, get Caleb some help on whichever, if it's Brian Burns, for sure, get somebody out there. But what are you, not necessarily what you expecting from Zach, what are you expecting? Like, some folks are expecting like 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Like I don't have that type of.
Hold on now.
I don't have that type of. Yeah, right. I mean, he's capable. Sure, he's capable of doing that, but it's his first start in the NFL. So, like, realistically, what are we looking at? What are you thinking, Mike?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm expecting one of those games, and dog, because I'm gonna tell you why though. I've never like teams will draft the player that's like on the draft board because he's the best available, or he's the best tight end still on the board, or the best blah 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 still on the board. I've never seen a team in my years of watching football that was that excited, like he was custom made for whatever they was trying to do. Because that's how they were like, oh, for what we trying to do, that's old for what we trying to do. And so that's why, and that's head coach and offensive coordinator. They are probably like, oh shit, this what the vision was. Like this what we was trying to do, but he came in as the fix-a-flat. But this is what we was talked about when I came to get you. We was talking about this, and this what we wanted to do, and this was the scheme the whole time. He just couldn't do it. They are going to be kids in a candy store all week when they designing his plays. They so excited right now. That's their guy. Custom made, handpicked. Have you ever custom made a player on Madden? They custom made him to the exact for what Zach and Raheem is trying to do. They custom made him. So now he was just waiting in the light, and it's time to play. And they brought him out. I think they are super excited, and I think they gonna give him the chance to get 300 yards. I think he gonna do some long throws. I think he gonna they gonna see that. So I think he gonna be very capable of 3 touchdowns, 300 yards, just because I want to see what my new toy do. Let me see what this button do. Let me see when he start doing that shit. He's very capable of hitting a few of those. And I'm gonna be honest. I cannot wait to see what this what the new toy do. Look, Michael Vick, love him. That Staple, Matt Ryan, love him. Staple. Who is next? They say it's this dude. So they say it was never going to be Kirk Cousins. They say he's the third, Mount Rushmore. It's going to be 3 of them. It's supposed to be Michael Penix. I cannot wait to see that shit. They hyped it so much. It's like pay-per-view. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, baby. Like, I cannot wait to see what he do and what he's capable of. I've heard stories. I've never seen it in person. I cannot wait.
Yep.
King Richie fellas is up. But I'm expecting that 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Very capable of doing it. I want to see what my new toy do. They're going to press all the buttons. Trust me.
Well, I expect on that first drive, man. I expect them to do a little Andy Reid and try to dial up a deep ball to Mooney.
See,
they're going to show. They're going to show it. Look, this is what you've been waiting on.
Yep.
With Penix, I mean, I expect some misses, man. I also expect Zach to get cute. There's going to be some play calls. You're like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously, I expect us to win.
See that arrogance. See that make me say when he say obviously I expect us to win. It just
we better, bro.
I love it.
Yeah, I expect us to win for sure, man. And when I look at Penix, I mean, in that little Twitter group chat, we've jumped back in between like Geno Smith, Matthew Stafford. Even some of us say Tua, but his arm is a lot stronger than Tua. But
oh yeah, it's definitely more Stafford. Like I like that.
But I see Stafford or Geno where like it's a lot of like we use the term like "fuck you" balls that he's throwing. Like you're right there, I don't care, fuck you. I'm gonna shoot this right there. I wouldn't be surprised, man, if he 2 touchdowns. But I think as long as we jump out early, they're gonna run that ball.
Yeah.
They're gonna try not to fuck this up. Let Tyler Bijan handle the load, man. Just they're gonna let him score. They're gonna get him to score for whether it's a fade or a deep ball. They're gonna let them show if they can. But if we jump up 14-0, just run the ball.
Yeah, I don't think that.
You got to get ready for Sunday night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I don't think that like they're gonna do like they did last week, which is basically run, pass, run, pass, run, pass. Like that was like I said, ridiculous. But yeah. I mean. They'll definitely mix it up more because he's capable of doing more, I think. But I heard on the radio today this morning, I listened to 929, and dude said if he if he threw a pick or a turnover, he'd probably be pulled for Kirk. I'm like, what?
No,
no. Like
Damn,
not
he
even
got
like
zero margin error. Damn.
like not even close.
He would have to lay an egg, man.
Yeah.
And still,
like literally have like no idea what's going on.
Yes,
and I mean, like that's just not going to happen.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's not gonna happen.
but
they'll run the ball flat before they let that happen.
Dog, here's the only bad part for me. If he go in and just have, just say he have a really good game, he bombs away 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Dog, you will not be able to tell me we not going to the Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl. Like I'm gonna, dog. I'll be tossing and turning in my sleep. I'll be like, "Oh, we going to the?" I'm telling you, you won't be able to calm me down. I won't be able to come down. So that's the only thing. So I'm hoping he temper my energy by doing 2 touchdowns, 200 yards safely. So I'll be like, okay, maybe. Because if he come and bombs away, dog, I will not be able to contain myself. I'm being honest with you. Sip Thought said Kirk has been playing not to get hurt instead of with confidence. You can't have a vet playing scared.
Yeah.
And drive scared.
And
what up?
What's going on, Anwar? I can see you,
Double H said Terry may be gone tomorrow. I'm telling you, somebody going with him. Yeah, boy said Wi-Fi Terry have a good roster with young cornerstones, and we are out of cap here. I do want to say this. To me, Terry has been mostly so good. Even with this mistake, I gotta be like, I don't know what you was thinking, and I want to pop you in the back of your head, but I gotta give you this, and I wouldn't fire.
He gets one more year.
I would not fire Terry for this.
He gets one more year.
Yeah, I would give him one more year to see, because he's made several good decisions. So,
and this is your pick.
He did miss one, and it was the biggest one. So I know people no, you can't miss one. He's made mostly good more than bad. So I would give him one more year to just be like, what do I got here? But I wouldn't fire Terry.
I mean, outside of
go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, man. I mean, outside of maybe the Eagles GM, Baltimore GM, like most GMs are a lot of hit and miss. Like it's a very it's not a the draft is one thing. Like that's the draft is a lot of luck because you don't know which guys are going to translate to the league, especially quarterback, especially pass rusher. Those 2 elite positions that every team wants to have somebody. You're going to hit and you're going to miss. I mean, like there's no reason in the world TJ Watt should have been drafted 30th overall, but he was. 29 teams passed on him. So like shit like that happens all the time. So in that world, those 29 GMs should be like, what the hell's wrong with you? You didn't see this guy's going to be a future Hall of Famer? You know what I mean? So that type of thing, like, I mean, look, where GMs really make their money and where they really is free agency, you know, and he hit on Jesse Bates, you know, and like he's hit on, if you want to say like last year, Calais Campbell, Bud Dupree, big impacts last year on that defense. You know, we missed it this year for sure. You know, I think we couldn't keep him, unfortunately. But he's made some good free agents pickups. This year, you could say Judon's probably a fail. You could say Simmons, I'm probably 50-50 on. Like I like the idea of Simmons a lot better than what he's actually put on the field this year. And I don't know if it's more like the defensive scheme itself, because let's be honest, until we just got really aggressive over these last 3 games, I mean, we're putting our guys just like, hey, y'all just play off the ball and just like go tackle the guy when they catch it.
You got to put him in position to make a play too.
Exactly. Like you're not letting these guys do what they're good at doing. You know, these last few weeks we've seen that they've been more aggressive and they've, you know, but so I mean, yeah, I don't. And again, like if you hear Raheem talk, like every decision they make is a collaborative decision. Like that's not just and Raheem's previous. Me too. And Raheem's previous relationship with Kirk for sure had something to do with that. They wanted somebody that could come in and like you know, and JC said it last week on our show too. Like they've been wanting to toe the line between being good now and preparing for the future, and that was their idea of it. We're going to get Kirk to be good now, and that was a good idea. Except Kirk just fell off, and you can't predict that. Like you don't know when that's going to happen. It could happen at 36.
I was going to say that. I mean, Kirk was a dark horse MVP last year,
right?
Everybody forgets that. I mean, it's not like they signed him and thought, hey, he's going to just regress and turn into Desmond Ridder.
Bro, he wasn't bagging groceries last year. He was playing at a high level.
Yes, he's playing at a very high level.
So you are capable of missing this one on the betting on him and being incorrect. I cannot fire that man. But if this was anybody else with like an average track record, this mistake get your ass gone. Like, bro, like this the one that puts you over the edge. But when you got more positive equity, I have to let you balance it out with another year.
My real issue is Terry the second and third round, man.
Exactly.
He got Corey Anderson. He got Clark Phillips. Like, he really got an eye for that. So I can't.
I mean, I don't have any problem with Troy. Well, we'll talk about Troy too. He went to the IR before this game, and so this is going to be like, I like Troy, but
we don't know what he is.
He's got to stay on the field, man.
Yeah. No, it's like he's too athletic. His body be going too many places. You know what he like? You know that thing in the car dealership? That thing that be going, like that's Troy. That's why he hurt all the time. He too athletic. His mind be over here, his arm over there, his leg want to go over here, and then he just hurt himself, man. He need to meditate. He got to reel that energy in and focus himself, man. Troy is a wild animal. That's why I call him a Tasmanian devil. That's what he looked like. But I don't know what he need to change in his training regimen. I won't even pretend to know, but he need to do that.
I don't know, man. Some guys are sometimes it just happens to him. Like that pec injury, like there's nothing you can do to prepare that. TJ had the same thing. Like, ripped the pec and then the ACL this year. But like seriously, get him off of special teams. Like that, just don't.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Thomas Davis. Carolina, he tore his ACL several times.
Yeah,
and still became like I wouldn't say like a Hall of Famer, but like a very good linebacker for his team.
Definitely Hall of very good. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't think he's going to go anywhere. They're going to give him a chance to actually try to play a full season. But and then this year's draft, you can't really even like people trying to judge drafts that just happened. You can't really do that.
Yeah, you can't do that 1 year.
2 or 3 years on the road, you look back. Okay, let's see how those guys are doing. You know, it's like So Richie moving up for him. I mean, this didn't work.
Yeah, it's time to move on.
Yeah, time to move on. I mean, like Rook, what we've seen from Rook looks really good. Like even he came back to this game he was made a couple of impactful plays in this game. It sucks that Trice got hurt in preseason. Nothing we could do about that. So you can't judge that one. That's a 3rd round pick. JD Bertrand been kind of forced into it a little bit with some of the linebacker injuries we've had. He got concussed. Didn't look great against the Raiders on Thursday night or on Sunday, but or Monday, Jesus, whatever the hell day it was. But I mean, look, we held Brock Bowers to literally like 35 yards, and that was what everybody was panicking about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like they did a good job with him. But
I trolled some of my Georgia buddies, John. I told them they in the group chat they like I made this nickname for Kyle. I don't see the lazy route sometimes. I just see that. I mean, hey, I'm not going to run this corner route because he can't throw it. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that.
But you would be surprised. Just put yourself on the field instead of the fan, and you'll be surprised if you think somebody could get you the ball if you go all out, and if you know they can't.
Yeah.
It's going to start to affect the enthusiasm you run the routes with, and it just so happens that you caught in 4K every time you do it.
Unfortunately.
You know what I mean? So it just looked like, man, this lazy mother. But I'm saying, watch now when he know he gonna get the ball if he creates separation. You might start running full speed. I
nicknamed him Lazy 8.
Huh?
I nicknamed him Lazy 8 just to troll some of the Georgia buddies.
Yeah.
So I said, I know Brock didn't have a Kyle Pitts game, man. You're telling me Brock he had a Kyle Pitts game?
Yeah, yep.
I mean, look, that 4th down play.
When Matty Ice was getting Kyle the ball, Kyle was dominant. So y'all talking about Kyle Lane is a bust. Y'all already seen the skill. How can you go back like you didn't see what you saw? Like he getting 2 targets a game. How can you be what you want him to take both of them?
Maybe it's me. When you say bust, I'm thinking Jamarcus Russell. Like
he hasn't been given an opportunity.
Yeah.
He hasn't been given a fair opportunity for you to say he a bust. Like he get 2 targets a game. When that man was getting targets, he was damn near the best tight end in the sport. So we'll see when Penix.
he blocks. He's gotten much better as a blocker.
Yep. Much better.
Now, I remember John's all 22 last year, and John killed him in that Vikings game.
Yeah,
he was half-assing.
Yeah,
but he will put his nose in there and block this shit. He has, man.
I mean, I think it was, and looking at that 22 now, we talked about it before. Like last year, I mean, he was still dealing with that injury, whether he wanted to say it or not. He finally said it at the end of the year. Where he was like, well, it was like it was a PCL, like I think it was the end of MCL, which nobody knew. We're like, well, dude, like that explains a lot because when you cut, like that's what keeps you stable. You know what I mean? So you're thinking about it for sure. So like, as you could tell, like especially like in the Jets game that year or last year, like when he would cut to like it was just not. It was more of a rounded, like I'm not going to stick my leg in the ground and go. Like it was just let me just ease into this. You know what I mean? So it was obvious. And then this year, and you know. Zach Rob, like that whole offense that came from LA, they didn't use a tight end that much, you know. It just
that too,
and it just sucks that we have a very talented one. And like what you said, Mike, and same with you, Kevo, about like his running, like we talked about last week. We're like he's just like a baby giraffe, basically. Like that's how he
like 2 left feet, man.
Dude, like that fourth down and whatever play we went to McLeod on last week that we didn't get, and he was sprinting down the sideline like open. If you watch that back, like the DB's like. He's running as fast as he can, and like Kyle's just taking these long ass strides, and he's got him beat by like 3 or 4 steps. You know what I mean? Like
even in Minnesota,
just how it runs.
He had the guy beat in Minnesota a couple times.
Yep.
Usually, here's why you know he's being like misused or not used at all. Kyle Pitts, the most glaring thing, I swear, just go watch the most glaring shit you will notice if you watch anyone's. All 22, the first thought that's going to come in your head several times is Kyle Pitts is wide the fuck open.
Yeah.
That's the most glaring thing on anybody. You could just pick blindly all 22. The most thing you're going to see, Kyle Pitts. And he be creating separate. He be burning the people that's checking him.
I know the safeties over there like, I don't know how he miss you.
Dog.
I know he's catching up like, woo. I don't know how he didn't get you.
Almost like they doing it on purpose, like he did something wrong to he did it to somebody's daughter, something where something like I'm not even looking at you, like I'm not even care. He could be wide open and they'd be like, nope, I'm gonna look over here. When someone includes him in the offense, he's already wide open. He gonna crush it. I'm telling you, he's just not being targeted.
Yeah, and it's almost negligent. Like if you have a guy like that you don't use, you know, and I know this staff didn't draft him 4th overall. Like, you know, it wasn't him. Like, you know, it wasn't Raheem and, you know, Zach and stuff like that. But you have him. Like he's there. Like, and it's not just you know, your everyday tight end. You know what I mean? Like he's a very athletic, tall guy. Like you can, you know, use him. Like, you know, he needs to be part of the offense, like a lot more than what he's been. Because we've seen when he was part of the offense earlier in the year. Touchdowns, long play, like explosive plays, like that stuff he can do. And like you said, though, Kevo, maybe like those explosive plays we haven't seen because Kirk can't get him the ball, like or get anybody the ball that deep.
Maybe you got to use him like DK, man, and give him a shot. Maybe his shot is a corner route. You give him that shot every once in a while, corner route. Because Monday was the first time we ever really seen Kyle just like sit down in the zone. Like he would just sit there. Okay, I got it. Is any other time that look, man, I call him the Deshaun Jackson of tight ends. He only needs about 4 or 5 touches. He just you don't need 10.
Yeah.
If you give Kyle 4 or 5 touches in open space, one of them you saw that second game in Tampa. You give him the ball in space, he can make something happen. But I mean, he's just not a high volume guy.
Man.
No, 100%, man.
Get him at least give him the opportunity. DJ, what up?
What up, DJ?
Jay in the truck said Tennessee got to feel real bad they gave up on Malik Willis. I told y'all about Malik Willis.
Man.
DJ said it's the Michael Penix Jr. That's why I said we did Vic, Ryan. I want to see who that next person is. 4 quarters. What up? He said, what that boy Meek Mill said. I used to pray for times like this. I'm telling you.
Man, I tweeted last night, man. We were out looking at Christmas lights. We went to the one that like the Six Flags Whitewater, and Liam's just like, we got done, we're heading home. Liam's scrolling through the phone, and he's like, dude, Penix is starting. I'm like, no way. And we get to a stoplight, I pull up Twitter. I'm like, dude, they would do this stuff while we're out here looking at Christmas lights. But I was like, hey, it's a Christmas miracle, man. That's what happens.
The universe was telling you, hey, feel good about this. You want some hot cocoa? pumpkin spice. The universe was telling you, man, you deserve it. We deserve to see.
Yes, we do.
Man, we deserve to see the show that's about to happen. Do y'all think they should sit Coup down as well?
Well, he's on IR now, Jay. I don't know if you saw it or not, but they put him on IR today. But I was going to say, I would have said yes, I would be, because I mean, he just doesn't look right. Like, I know he hit the 2, but like, it just doesn't look
grimacing.
right.
He's grimacing after every kick, man.
Yeah,
it's like he's kicking, he's looking up like, I hope I got it.
Yeah,
yeah. We can't have you hoping nothing. So you gotta sit down. Yeah. 4 quarters, they're heading to the store to grab a white, black, and red do-rag. I'm telling you, man, it's showtime. Daniel said, how much did Arthur Blank play a role in this shit? I think they was all in the room together. I'm gonna be honest. They all talked about it, and they all agreed. I don't even think I think they all agree. So I think they all probably like, it's hard to blame somebody when y'all all was behind building for the future and going after now. Y'all all agreed to do that.
I mean, Raheem has said before that, Arthur's very like, he's involved, but he'll just kind of listen more and more. Like he'll give his 2 cents, like, what do you think? But I mean, ultimately the football guys are going to probably make those football decisions. Now, obviously he's cutting checks for people, but like, I mean, I'm not to be a dick here, but like, if you have 2 eyeballs, then you could see the last 5 weeks that, this is the right decision needs to be made. Like, regardless of what money's involved or whatever, if your goal is to win football games, then this decision needed to be made like now. So
Arthur don't even speak when he calls switches like that. He just do like he just tug his head twice, and you be like, you know what, Kurt? On second thought, it's time to play Penix. So but I think they all excited for Penix. I don't think y'all get what's happening now. Is if you ever seen like an orchestra, the guy that's in front, I think, is the conductor, if I'm right. And this is the custom conductor they picked for all them tools they got. We have like an octopus of weapons. And I mean, so many people that can do so many different things. I swear, if you really count them, it's like 6, 7, or 8 of them. And what you need is a conductor to be able to use the 8 arms. And when you don't have the conductor to use the 8 arms are kind of pointless. It's just like having 2 arms. But man, when you get a conductor back there and he can put his hands in the tentacles and all 8 of them arms is active at the same time, who you gonna check? Who you gonna double team? Somebody who can find the open man? Someone who can make the throw to your hands instead of at your ankles where your cleats are? Oh man. How about somebody who can, they blitzing, I'm going to get these 3 yards instead of fall backwards and lose the football, right? Hey, young, somebody who, if your man is running wide open down the sideline, he can throw it out in front of the man, he catch it in stride and keep going to the end zone. Y'all don't understand the read option is in play now. Everything is up. This is the handmade conductor to activate the octopus. So I expect a 400-yard game with 5 touchdowns. And now that I'm thinking about Johnny Yates, I want 400 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 rushing, 3 through the air, 400 yards. Let's get it, Penix. It's a new era.
You got to save some for the Commanders too, Mike.
Hey, I want him to get him 500 yards. You know what I'm saying? So I'm expect. I don't think y'all know how excited the team probably is, the coordinator probably is, the coach probably is, and Penix probably is, and the city probably is, because this is what we've been waiting to see. This is who we drafted. It's not who we was given. You feel what I'm saying? This is who we wanted. You know, the girl you wanted, then the girl you could get. When that girl becomes the same one, you hit the jackpot. So now we're getting the girl. Now we're getting the girl we want. And that's a different feeling. That's a different electricity running through you. So y'all got to be excited, man. This is going to be awesome on Sunday. I'm going to tell you, I ain't going to be able to sleep Saturday. Watch what I'm telling you. Because I'm thinking, he's the mix between Matt Ryan and Michael Vick, like ironically. So he should be number 3. He should be number 3. And I cannot wait to see if he take the reins or if we going all off season arguing and screaming at each other on Twitter.
Hey, even ironically enough, like 7 and 2 got 9s, and he's wearing number 9. So there you go.
See, I'm telling you, that's a good one, John. I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to post that.
But the Yeah, and what JT said here, never been so heated in a win. Like this coming up game, also, there's going to be a lot more people in the stands, because now you just ignited the entire fan base. Like like, there's very few things that the whole fan base will like very much unite on, and by whole, I mean at least 90% probably will like say like this is the right decision, and everybody's saying that. So you're going to see a lot more folks at the game this weekend that we probably wouldn't have seen otherwise if we were just going to roll Kirk back out there and do the same old thing again. So that's good. But yeah, dude, I sat there and this entire Raiders game, I basically had no emotion the entire game. Like I just stared at the screen like son of a. And then when Desmond scored on that drive, or when they scored, when he got on the field, I was like,
here we go.
Look. I was like, dude, if we do this like at this point in the game, like, so yeah, this is gonna be a completely different energy this week, man. And the red helmets are bad this week. So I mean, his first game's gonna be wearing the red helmet.
My favorite, those give me the juice. My favorite color is red. Super Cancer said Kirk Cousins has always been Matt Ryan light. Father Time just caught up to his what does that mean? I don't know if you was insulting my. You see how I reacted with no emotion. Because I don't think he's smile, and then you.
No, I don't think he's insulting. No, I think he's saying like. No,
he said Kirk Cousins has always been Matt Ryan light. I don't know what that means.
So like just like similar to Matt,
a version, but not quite.
But not quite Matt.
Dog, yeah. So if I go in the grocery store, I could get a thing that says cola. That's not Coca-Cola, bro. It ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Like, yeah, they cola, bro. But hey, reel it in, Super Cantra. It's one of the last shows. You're going to make us go off early. Tip Thought says defense has played their part second half season. Yes, the offense needed to get through their head. So I got to ask you this while I got you here, dog. With the same talent that we had prior to us starting to get sacks and be, I don't even want to say dominant, but dominant as far as that rush. What do you think happened? Because that was overnight. It was like, man, we one of the worst in the NFL, if not the worst in the NFL. We can't get no pressure on nobody. It don't matter who we play. We don't get pressure. To all of a sudden, like we just back there all the time, like with the same group. How does that happen, and what do you think happened?
Well, for me, they just execute.
Okay.
Like John has been saying, I mean, it's guys weren't properly. The stunts were terrible at the beginning of the season. And I mean, AK still does. I love AK, but he still over rushes. Like he loses his contain here and there. They just weren't rushing as a unit. And I would say with the secondary, Lake he's adjusted, and it seems like he's letting Jesse and Justin like be them. It's like, okay, look, I got two ball hawking safeties. They don't have to sit there on the quarters all day. Like they can go attack the ball too. They're just playing together. They gel. And the sad thing is, man, we have yet to play a complete game as a team. That's the main issue.
Yeah. It's all something lacking.
And we still couldn't, properly close.
Cowboys was the closest, but then the second half, they kind of let Cooper Rush get off.
Exactly.
Big boy Brucey, what's up, dog? You said, what up, fellas? Pitched 100 yards on Sunday. I'm telling you, calling in now. So. Thank you, buddy. We love you.
Appreciate that super chat, buddy.
Jay Black, I need some confetti. Jay Black said, rise up out of your Falcon mind. Excited about the future. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
I don't care if you voted for president, but I care if your ass is in that stadium on Sunday, okay? Because this is the future of America. Michael Penix. JT said, facts, Mike. They sought him out. That's who they wanted.
Yeah.
That's who they wanted. To go get, that's different. That is different. DJ said Desmond Ridder played exactly how everybody thought he would because he's still trash. Let me tell you something. At the start of that, I said, he gonna say something positive, and then you ended it with the slam dunk. He's still trash. I really appreciate that. Jake said, so crazy to me still how Kirk fell off like he did out of nowhere. Dog, it was like Peterson. I thought you was the GOAT. Then it seemed like the next week I was like, Granddad, is that you?
I honestly believe Raheem is the same. Dude, I think Raheem's in the same boat. I think they all are. Because like I said, Raheem seems like at that press conference today, like he looked like he was genuinely just like, yeah. I mean, it's just we thought we could get to the championship with him, and it's just not been working. Like it just hasn't worked, And it's been whether it's been Kirk pressing or whatever, knowing that Penix is right there, waiting to come in. Like I don't know, like it's just he's not made the same decision. He's made some ridiculous decisions with the ball over the last 5 weeks, and he said, like he didn't think his mobility played a part. It was really mostly the turnovers and everything like that. That's fine, dude. But if like you have to realize if you watch that film back, you have to realize that, like you said, Kevo, earlier, it's like your feet are like in concrete or in sand, man. Like it's just
Once his feet get stuck and he double pumps,
and he start double pumping now,
And you ain't got the arm to double pump. You can't double pump with that arm.
Double pump,
No. You can't. He look like Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite, man. He's out there.
You look like you got a shake weight in your hand. Like you look nervous.
He's sitting there like, dude.
Yeah. He always do it. It's like he don't trust himself now. He always do this now. And then he thought,
it's wild.
Super Cancer said, I thought the game was going to be the battle of the title of Atlanta Falcons turnover champion. If Kirk would have, I was expecting Desmond to play good. I was a little disappointed in him. Liam said, next Mike Vick, 250-3 with 120. I'm telling you, it's going to be something like that.
He's not rushing that much.
No, he's not going to run that much because he's going to be put in that much danger.
No way. I mean,
remember what Will Levis did to us in his debut. Let me get that from Penix. Yeah.
Yes, it's finally time for us to sneak up on a team with a rookie quarterback and just kill him. And it's our turn.
Fantasy round. I'm telling you, he might come out bombing, dog. They gonna press all. I don't think he's a quarterback who you like just play it safe with little slant. Like you want to see, like, let me see what this thing do. Like I want to see what this thing do. Michael Penix is more of a Matt Stafford.
Yeah, for sure.
King Atlanta supporter. That's a great comparison. What up, dog? He said Atlanta Falcons going to win their first Super Bowl. That's what. If he come out bombing, you won't be able to get me off that. JT said Mooney hasn't been the same since he was on injury report with the grunt, or he doing the same thing Kyle doing. Yeah, I'm hurt, man. Yep. Because I'm just running. I'm just doing free cardio, dog. I already hit the gym this week. Like, man, you're not gonna get me the ball, but maybe I guarantee you his groin fell out on Sunday. I guarantee you he'd be like, nah, you know what? I don't know what this. He was in the dark like Aaron Rodgers, feel totally different. King Richie says Zach Robinson is about to get in his bag. That's who's the happiest. That's because that's who he probably was the lobbyist for that more than anybody. DJ said we going to the Super Bowl. I'm telling you, we man Penix the one, man. You better get.
We going to the Super Bowl, mother.
Hey, get your Penix jerseys, man. I'm telling you, and I wanted to say this. I go on record. I reserve the right to if we win the Super Bowl. We keep the show going. I don't care what I.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Oh, I don't care what I said at the start of the show. If we win the Super Bowl, I'm doing extra episodes. I quit my job. You know what I mean? Like, we definitely keeping the show when we win the Super Bowl. So, yes, I reserve the right. JT said, Terry, I got to be here for that. I got to be around for that. JT said, Terry got to make up for this draft crash. I think he will. I think he's already plotting on the defensive side of the ball. It would make no sense to tip this seesaw any further in the offensive direction, but I wouldn't be shocked.
Well, we don't even know. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, we hope Penix, like, I mean, like he said, besides Penix, Consalvo, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, like Rook was hurt. They didn't even give him the chance. That's what drives me crazy. Like I know you want to, like, your line is deep and shit. Like we talked about that, but we talked about earlier in the year too. Like, is it really deep though? Or is it just like mid deep? Like you got a bunch of B minuses and C's that can come in and rotate. But like, so you mean to tell me like Rook couldn't have done that? Like he couldn't have just jumped in there and like used his athleticism and learned kind of on the like. It took him forever to get in the freaking game. Then when he finally got in the game, performed well. Then he got hurt and then he went out for 4 or 5 weeks. Then he back in. He performed well again. Trice got hurt. We all talked about that. Dorless, same thing. Took Dorless forever to get in the lineup. Played pretty well, not too bad.
They had to.
Exactly. It's like, dude, I understand y'all want to bring the guys along, but my God, like we, let them get a chance.
Can they be much worse?
No, exactly. Like before pass rush started doing anything, like just, give him a shot. But Bertrand, like I said, I'm on a 5th round pick. I mean, like if you hit on 5th, 6th, or 7th, like Good.
Yeah.
Good job. Good luck.
Congratulations on that one.
Congratulations. Yeah. Give yourself a plaque on that one because it's not easy to hit. And then Casey Washington, I mean, receivers have been kind of healthy. So, I mean, like we haven't had a reason to go to Casey Washington this year. So then he comes in and gets concussed, the poor guy.
Is he still concussed?
I don't know, man. Like,
he hit the ground pretty hard that week, man.
He did, man. He did. He was out when he hit. I had the injury report up a second ago, but I think he was still on it.
Yeah.
I recall right. Let's see. Yeah, he's still on it. Did not participate. Yeah.
Good God. Man.
Damon Harris is on there too. Just said for illness and neck, which hopefully he'll be back out there. Limited was Mooney, Cadero, Ross Dwelly, Charlie Warner, Zach Harrison, and full participation was Caleb with an elbow. We need Caleb just fine is what we need, especially now. We don't need him having any kind of issues. Yeah, I agree, King. I don't think he's going to lose his job either.
Yeah, he got one more year at least, man. I mean, you were part of bringing Penix in here.
Mm-hmm. Falcons drip, my man. What he said? Let's go. Oh, Penix gonna give you plenty of highlights to post, bro. I'm telling you, all that slow mo 4K, he gonna give you plenty. JT said last year Clark Phillips and Bergeron. This year, Pooh. You saying Clark Phillips, Pooh? I think he played well.
No. Talking about this year. Oh, but I think you just give this year an incomplete. You give this year an incomplete. If you're going to grade it now, incomplete. Yeah, you don't know. You can't.
Well, I think Bergeron is fine, man.
Oh, Bergeron's good. Yeah,
I like Bergeron. The problem is this line can't stop getting penalties at the worst time.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh man.
When we're driving, holding. It's like you can go take a piss. You know the holding call is coming.
Yeah. Or false start.
Go turn around.
Brandon, don't even be vital to the success of the play. It'd be on the back end.
Every time Bijan turn the corner. Oh,
I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
anytime they break a run, I'm looking like I'll wait to celebrate. I'm like, that flag.
Yep.
Well, I'm looking for a false start. They do something. I mean,
we are the best, like, shittiest team I've ever seen. It's like New York City. I remember thinking there when I went there, I was like, this is the most beautiful, dirty shit I've ever seen in my life. That's how I feel about the Falcons. It's like, man, this team is capable of an astronomical performance against a great team and making big plays to win the game and taking it the distance. Or this team could battle it out and lose to the worst team in the NFL and set a record for penalties, have 3 interceptions, 2 fumbles, and a special teams error.
Yeah.
And dog, that's literally the same team. So yeah, it should be rise up. I gotta rise up out of reality just to be a fan. Sometimes you gotta rise up from what you actually seeing and be like, yeah, we could do better. Because you never know. You never know with us. We might look amazing or we might look horrific. But that's in our DNA. If that
they keep it interesting though, man.
Oh,
that's the number one thing I've learned in all my years of being a fucking fan is you don't know. You better keep watching. Oh, don't go outside. Don't keep watching.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. That's why you love.
Did you guys notice that? Barring that we don't want him to get hurt, but if Jaden Daniels for some reason doesn't play, we would have gone through Arthur Smith, Dez, and Mario in 1 year. We could possibly face all 3 of them, man. Have you noticed that?
Man,
I didn't have to think about that. Yeah.
I don't want Jaden to get hurt, though. I mean, clearly.
No, right. Yeah.
That would be crazy, man.
That's my man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be wild.
No, I was thinking about this. You want to talk about horror things to think of. Here's what I was thinking about. I was going to ask y'all. Just a hypothetical. Penix come in for these last few games. Does average every game. Is competent, make some good throws, make some rookie mistakes. Just look like you still don't know. You end up saying he may be capable. He looked okay sometimes. I don't know. And then we go draft another quarterback. How mad would you be?
That is not happening. Somebody will be fired.
And he says the same thing, like we trying to procure for the future. It's the same rhetoric. Like we trying to get the future locked down. So we just trying. We seen he came up. He was available. So now it'll be
that's not gonna happen.
Competition.
No,
I'll be just as mad as us like drafting a receiver first round, man. Like, look, stop. That's enough. Yeah. That is enough. Go get the O-line or D-line, please.
Racing. You bought this course.
No, that's why my expectations for Penix, like I expect him to make some rookie mistakes. Like but I expect him to like be able to run the offense at a fairly high level because, like you said, I mean, at least, and I'm not trying to shit on Kirk. At least, I mean, minimum what he's done, right? Minimum. Like that's got to be the
layups.
Lucid.
Don't miss the layups. Don't miss too many layups.
Don't miss the layups.
Like,
there you go.
That's got to be the floor right there. You know what I mean? And this be smart with the ball. Don't. I mean, granted, now your arm is a lot better than Kirk, so you might be able to fit it into some windows that Kirk couldn't do that. You know that better than he would. So, but I mean, just being smart with it, And I think Zach will call a game to help him out too. I don't think it's going to be just like they're gonna put it all on Mike all of a sudden, But yeah, it'll take a while, man. Yeah,
wide open.
And Demons, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, dude.
Demons said, "Get out of my Falcon mind." Falcons Drip said, "I'm so excited to see what Kyle Pitts." I'm telling you, he activate everybody. Everybody gonna look different. If you thought Darnell Mooney was effective with Kirk Cousins, imagine. Goodness gracious. Liam said, I have a Kyle Pitts reception radar as well. I'm telling you, Falcons Drip said they called him a deep threat, but with a quarterback that can't throw deep, it's no point. The man said, watching all 22, most interceptions Cousins threw in Chargers and Vikings game, Pitts and Bijan was wide open. Wide open. He is not lying. That's on Kirk. Pitts knows he's being overlooked. Like I told you, it's almost like John said, it almost appears negligent, like you intentionally are not going to him for some reason. And I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm saying that's how obvious it is. The man is wide open, and it's the instant. I would have thought it would have been addressed. If you would have done that 3 times in a row, I would have thought like the owner would have came to holler at you. Hey, is there something personal going on? Because I just was watching. I don't want to get like. And then the 4th week, the 5th week, the 6th week, me and you would be having a dog. You will use him, or else, But now we get to see Kyle, so he might look better than when he was with Matt Ryan, because Matt Ryan was old when he was throwing to Kyle. So we never seen Kyle with no young, full-out quarterback who can get him that ball. It should be exciting.
Maybe he needs a quarterback that can speak his language, man. They both younger guys.
Dog, if I'm playing Young Thug and you playing Garth Brooks, we might have a disconnect. That's all I'm saying. But if we both playing Gucci, man, we might score 100 points, man. You feel me? Like, so I'm telling you, they probably excited. Like, I'm telling you, it feel like, I know they're excited. I can feel it. I'm so excited. I'm excited for all y'all. I'm excited for the city of Atlanta. We deserve this. And it's holiday time. All the snack. This couldn't be no better. It's candy canes. I got a red Christmas tree. Like, the life is presents and jolly and come on, man. Penix is in. He did this at the perfect time. Santa knew. Santa heard the kids wrote Santa. Please get this old ass man off my TV screen, Santa. And Santa listened right on holiday time. Oh man, you gotta love the holidays. Good old Saint Nick. Thank you, buddy.
That reminded me, man. If y'all want an Out of Your Falcon Mind shirt, hoodie, or whatever, 10% off Jolly 10. There you go.
Yes, Jolly 10. I'm telling you, it's cool. I got the red one on right now. I got like every one of these ever made. King Richie said, y'all think Kirk was mad Kyle didn't give him that? I don't know. I don't think so. I just think Dave, I don't know what he have to explain that.
Well, that was going to be hefty, right? They were going to have to pay what?
Yeah.
That was a hefty fine. Well, not a fine, but a hefty price to swap those jerseys.
Tyler said, y'all, I'm so damn excited for the first time in weeks. That's what I'm saying.
Thanks, man.
That lefty bazooka Penix had strapped to his shoulder. So fun. You know they're going to try it out. You know they're going. That's the cool part. Full Quarters Sportscast said, I think that plane ride home from Vegas was the time they really had to reflect and make a change. Dog, I'm going to tell you something. They knew mid-game. It was just how we going to tell them. How we going to tell them. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Did you see Kirk's, or not Kirk? Do you see Kyle's reaction? Like, he said he was surprised. He's like, he said I was surprised that they did it this early. He goes, but hey, I just work here. So it's like, good response.
I'm telling you, he called his wife immediately. He said, man, it's pizza tonight, baby. It's pizza tonight. I'm telling you, it's amazing. I'm telling you, Tyler said, I want to see Mooney sprint. That's what I'm saying. Man, Mooney, Kyle, Drake, Bijan, Tyler, come on, man. How many slaps do you need Falcons Drip said Harris has looked good as well. I'm telling you, man. We
Jamal
in there.
Harris, he has.
Yeah.
Falcons Drip said, can we get Mike either a horn or a horn bust or a real horn? Poor guy said, hey man, I don't mind it, man. I'm only here. Hey, I'm here for a short time. It's only a short while longer, so I'm gonna go all out. Jamal, my man.
What's up, Jamal? Good to see you, dude.
King Richie said, like bro said, it's our time to sneak in with our own rookie like they do us. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The man said, truthfully, Cousins was capitalized, really playing hurt, but they kept it hush hush because they didn't want to get in trouble reporting the injury and cause the media stuff.
I don't have any doubt that he probably didn't.
He's hurt.
I don't have any doubt that he probably didn't feel great on that. I mean, it's possible it just started to feel worse. And then arm-wise, I don't know. It just looked like he all of a sudden got dead arm out of nowhere. Because he had more zip on the ball earlier in the year, and then all of a sudden it was just kind of like, I mean, it was just floating things. It didn't look the same at all, man. So I don't know.
The 10-man, that's what I call him.
Yeah. Exactly. Damon, what's up, dude?
Damon, what up? Penix rising. That's what we saying. What up? Super Bowl, dog. Ted. JT said, hey, Kevo did a song with Luke and Timmy Swims. I got to hear that. I'm going right after the episode to listen to that.
Well, I'll give you a little sneak. Like the thing Mike and I are doing next does involve music, and there's something that I can't wait to show Mike. That
can't wait.
I can't wait.
And I can't wait to show you guys. Falcons just said, gotta go. Been a pleasure as always. Keep up the great content. Hey, we love you, buddy. Thank you for coming through, man.
Very much, man. Thank you, bud.
We love your IG page, man.
JT said all that offense with Penix is a red panty night for the Falcons, ladies. That's what I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. Everybody, the strip club's gonna be lit, the Waffle House gonna be lit, the whole city gonna be on fire after Sunday. King Richie said, you seen the defense go celebrate with Gray instead of late, so we know who calling the defense. Yeah.
Oh, they got that relationship with Jerry Gray, man.
He's so cool. Jay Black, my man. That was my best one. Panel, do you think we will see more vertical routes? Of course. And who do you think would be the first to bust the top off? I hope we get pitched vertical more to stretch the dick. I'm gonna tell you all. I don't know why. Just Ray is gonna be the first, just because he's the most random one to do it. He gonna come off the side. He gonna come off the back and be wide open going up the sideline. It'll be Ray. Who you think?
Mooney.
It's dead. John. It could be Kyle.
It could. Yeah, I think. Yeah, any three of those guys. To be honest with you.
So I got a question.
I think teams have gotten lulled to sleep by Kyle so much. I don't know what they expect from Kyle. So I think he could almost suddenly just kind of slow go himself into a route and all of a sudden take off and like, oh shit. And
if Drake London beat his man and we got him in the ball in space, do you think he could outrun it to the house, or you think he would get walked down before he got in the end zone?
I think he can get it there.
You think he can get it there? Me too. I think he'd get it there if he knew.
I'm biased, and I call him Baby Mike Evans, so that I'm biased, man. Yeah. When I look at Drake, I see Mike Evans.
Yeah, same, dude. Same. Yeah, that was our comparison too. Yeah, I mean, but I can see Ray, man. I can see him getting out there. Yeah, if Mooney is, like what we were talking about earlier in the chat, like if Mooney is healthy, now growing is good, and he can, full on sprint, then yeah, he could definitely be one of those guys too.
Look, and I just want to say this, Jay Black, just the more plays that are added to the playbook, and the fact that he can make all the throws, the defenses are automatically twice as stressed as they would be facing Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Automatically, your job is literally twice as hard.
You don't know how to prepare you.
You don't know. Bro, you can't do the same shit you was doing against Kirk. You don't. Yeah. It could come back to bite you in the ass. So automatically, everyone's job is literally twice as hard. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Before we still got Bijan off the wheel route.
Yeah,
exactly.
That wheel right of that backfield, you can hit that nigga.
Yeah, he can hit it easily. King Richie said that's the problem. They've been wanting to run verticals. Kirk has never been good with that. Then they tried play action. He couldn't do that, so it was a lost cause. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
King Richie said they better not let Mooney or Ray get behind the defense because he can get it there out in space. Come on, man.
Yep.
Touchdown.
And we're at an hour and a half, folks. So we haven't really talked a whole lot about the Giants, but so basically it is kind of an advantage for us because even with Penix, because they're it's almost like preparing for a team they haven't seen like at all. Like they've seen our team with Kirk, but not with Penix. So it's kind of that first half is going to be a lot of filling out for the Giants defense.
Yep.
And like Kevo said, if we get off to a quick start, that's what we should do. We should. I mean, I think the line was 8.5 points. I believe we're favored by 8.5, which is like never. That typically doesn't happen for us, especially this year. So I mean, we should go out there and. I mean, we should win this game by double digits, even with Penix being his first start. I mean, that's just what I'm feeling, man. At home, red helmets. I mean.
Yeah, the red helmet. So
look, Drew Lock is starting for them this week. So like the revolving door continues for their quarterback position. So I mean, you can't let Drew Lock go out there and beat you, man. Malik Neighbors is a legit threat.
Oh, he's a dog. He's nice.
Yeah, he's legit. But we've shut down guys this year that if that's what you got to worry about. Look, we did a really good job with Justin Jefferson. Like if you're gonna,
AJ,
if you want to bracket similar to how you did JJ and then force other guys to beat you. I'm good with that. I mean, it's like just go out there and, but the biggest thing for me, guys, and y'all mentioned it earlier, but for God's sake, we're at home. Don't do these false starts. Don't do these stupid ass penalties. Like keep the drives going. Don't start getting behind the chains with your rookie quarterback. Help the men out as much as you possibly can. So, but like I said,
I gotta help him out because I don't want him to make a big play and the confidence grow, and then
false start.
They bring it back. Like you don't want to be doing that to your rookie quarterback when he did something good. So you want to help him out. JT said, JT, wah. He said, appreciate y'all for real. Rise up.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all for the super chat, man. So many super chats now. Y'all got so excited about Penix, man.
Y'all deserve it, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate it.
Y'all deserve it, man.
Man, I'm going to bribe like something stupid, man, like a monkey or a zebra. Tied up outside and leave it there. Funny hypothetical question. What if Judon was conserving his rush strength for the playoffs? That just made me laugh. And then he ignites it and blows everybody's mind. Dog.
I would welcome it, I guess.
I would love it.
Yeah.
He could be doing load management like basketball. And then he just I'm telling you.
Look, I'm going to chill these first 17 weeks.
Yep.
Then I'm going to let it go.
Time to make the playoffs. I'm going to hit that button.
I was waiting for y'all to. I was waiting for us to outrun the South first, man. Then
we're ready.
Speaking of which, the Bucks. We needed the Bucks to lose to the Chargers. Yeah, that didn't even come close to happening. The Chargers had it. There was a game in the first half, and then
Mike Evans is still Mike Evans.
Mike
Evans is still Mike Evans.
I can't. I think when that dude retires, I respect him so much. And I like watching him play, but I hate the fact he's in our division. But he's just so damn good, man. But Baker did not practice today. He was on the non-participate with a knee injury. So don't know what's going to happen there. They're playing the Cowboys this week. I think it's unlikely they lose. Well, you never know. I mean, they're going to have the Saints lose. Division games. You never know. But they're playing well, man. They're playing well, and I don't. But if they do win out, we need the Eagles to beat the Redskins. We need the Eagles to beat the Commanders, and then we need to win out ourselves. And then I think we'll get the 7th seed. I think that's how the math works out. So
how do we get to a position where we need all of that Christmas magic and Christmas miracles? I hate that because we were so far in front where it was like, oh, this okay. So you know what I'm saying?
It's stuff to being a Falcons fan, man.
Yeah, it really is. 10 stages. Really I'm telling you, stages, dog, they take you through every one of them, and they don't
every year.
Every year we go through the complete dog. They need to study that. I swear to God, I'm gonna submit that to Arthur Blank. That is spot on. Your emotional, okay. They just wow, man.
Anybody?
I was okay with the Denver L, man. I was okay with the Denver loss. I'm like, okay, they came out bullshitting around.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the bye week and reset.
Yep. They were hurt. They were like half defense was missing. So I was like, all right, fine. Get healthy, come back. And no, you get healthy, you come back, you throw 4 interceptions. Didn't play terrible.
Who as a quarterback is looking worse after the bye week.
Yeah.
But I ain't never seen that. It's like a girl who look worse in lingerie. That's not a thing. Like that's not a thing. And so he had time to mentally prepare and study, had an extra week and had time to rest and came out somehow looking drastically worse than he did the first. I don't know if y'all saw the screen split of the graphic of the first few games and then his last few.
Yeah.
Damn, man, that's night and day. I'm like, what happened to you? And I don't know what happened.
Even Rogers turned it on Sunday, man.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Even Rogers turned it on Sunday.
Yeah.
He turned it on, man. The second half, he turned it on.
So some people turning it on while Kirk turning it off. Like, dog, man, he closing down shop while other people turning on the lights. It's weird.
You look at some of those magic mushrooms, dude. That might be the secret.
Oh, he might need something. He was doing all right the first half. He was making mistakes, but he was doing pretty well. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Now he lost his job the second half. That's how Pat. That's a hell of a turn. Tyler said, "Thank football Jesus that Dexter Lawrence, absolute animal, is out right now. Giant of a man, because that man is not who I need to be blessed and making his first time. Yeah, he hit him one time. He might consider that he wanted rap or something." JT said the false starts at home call's been killing us. Yes,
man. Every week.
Richard said, I think the penalties came from the offensive line. See, he said the same thing I'm saying. Like, they quite, come on, man. Let's get him. We're going to lose him his job. Jamal said, how y'all fellas been, man? You know we good. Sorry, Miss Most Loud was working that slave shift. Get your money. Get your Christmas money. Just got
man. Good, man. Do what you got to do. Family first, man.
Got to do, man. It's Christmas coming. Good old St. Nick. JT said Mike Evans is a monster. He's so underrated, and everyone knows how good he is, and he's still underrated. That's how good he is. King Richie said the Buck better not lose no game. It's over. Dog, if we don't make the playoffs, I'll be inconsolable. Jay Black said, is there a scenario where we lose one game out of 4 and still make playoffs? John, give me some hope.
There's probably some calculus and like advanced physics that could go on at that point, but it'd be like Seattle's got to lose every game, and
Washington got to lose. Seattle got to lose.
Yeah,
Minnesota got to lose.
Arizona got to lose. Basically. I mean, like,
we got to win out.
We need to win out. Yeah, we got to win out.
Unless you look at unless Tampa just collapses.
Right, unless Tampa loses a couple of games out of nowhere that we don't see happening, we have to win, and we really got to beat the Commanders. The Commanders is the game we have to win.
We got to win that.
We don't win that one. It doesn't. We're just done anyway. But yeah, we've got to win all these. And I mean, if you can't beat the Giants and the Panthers at home, it is at home, right? Then exactly. Then you don't deserve it because those are two not good teams. I mean, like,
are we going overrated, underrated?
Well, yeah, we should. Go ahead, man.
I love listening to that, man.
Just do it.
I got seem like you had one in mind. Let's go. Like, what you want to do?
Oh man. I thought y'all had one for me, but shoot, man.
Here we go. John says since 1998, been on the same emotional roller coaster type shit. Yeah, man. Like I said, if anybody new hasn't seen those 10 Sages of Falcons, it's on our I think it's pinned on our page. It's Mike's best work. It's going to stand the test of time. It's going to as long as there's Falcons football, that will be relatable. I don't give a shit what's going on. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, go right ahead.
I got one though, guys.
Okay.
So overrated or underrated? I guess. Well, how do I want? Overrated or underrated? Current players beefing with current analysts. When you look at Ryan Clark and Aaron Rodgers going back and forth, how do y'all feel about that?
I'm gonna tell you why I don't like that because here's what I think. I think those dudes can get each other's phone number. And I would never understand if you could have called me and we could have had a conversation. It wouldn't even have to be nothing gangster. Just if you had a disagreement or you wanted to say something, I would have think you would have, as a man, would have got my phone number and then called me and said it. To be, if we not doing that, then it's for attention to me. Yeah. Then I'm liking the attention in the views and you liking the attention for the view. But if we saw each other, man, because it's not serious, it wouldn't be nothing. And I don't participate if we not serious because it might get out of hand. So I don't never like shooting shots back and forth over the internet, especially with people that you can call. I'm sure that you could get in touch with somebody and just say,
sure.
hey man, I didn't mean it like that, or I was just doing my job. I didn't really. But to be going back and forth on the internet, and then you don't do that because there are people who don't take that well. They might catch you somewhere after you've been doing that, just thinking it was. I'm just saying, just being crazy on the internet. It's people who will be crazy in person. So you don't want to keep doing that. So I don't agree with that. I'm never with that.
Yeah, I think for the media guys, like it's all ratings for them. Like if they want to go out, like they know, especially like Aaron Rodgers. If you want to go out there and say something about Aaron Rodgers, everybody's gonna be covering it. Like you're gonna whatever show you got, it's gonna be more eyeballs on that show. So I think it's partially like they probably really feel that way in some cases, but it's hard to ever say, man. It could be like
just something for views.
Who knows? Who knows? I mean, like, but yeah, I don't pay a ton of attention to it. Some of it's entertaining as hell, though, depending on what it is. Like when you start going after Aaron Rodgers and all his craziness, like that's entertaining because he has that Netflix special, right? Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
I ain't seen it yet. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't watched it. I don't know that I'm going to. Like, I don't know if I can put myself through it, but he is a strange cat. Yeah, no doubt about it.
So I got one for y'all. I got a great one for y'all. I just thought of this on the spot. But it's a crazy thought, but just tell me what you think. Underrated, overrated. So you know how college players now got what is it, like a NIL or some type of deal where they can make millions of dollars?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I was thinking it would be funny, but it wouldn't be funny. Just say you was a star in college that had graduated the year before they did that. Like how pissed would you be, right? But then it just made me think of, do y'all feel like with certain players, like they should pick like 100 players that were stars of college sports before this guy ended, like Reggie Bush? And
Reggie was getting his own NIL.
Reggie was getting paid,
just not legally.
Okay, well, like Tim Tebow and like Reggie Bush, like do y'all feel like maybe you go back and give, like, I guess and I would even pick ones that didn't go pro because it would help, I guess, with money. Just 100 best players that didn't go pro, and maybe cut them a check because they contributed to a program, but they just did it in a time where the players wouldn't get paid yet. Because I would think if I turned into a plumber, but I know that I led the school in rushing and broke all the records and I filled the stands, but my life turned out I'm just a master plumber. I got some money, but like I could use $2 million if you would like to grace me with that, because I did earn you a bunch of money. How do y'all feel about that?
Sure, I think that's underrated, man. Mainly, Mike, I know we know Delonte West is from the area.
Yeah.
I'm tired of seeing Delonte West, I'm not joking, but in front of those 7-Elevens.
Yeah.
Maybe that could have changed his life. So I hear you on that, man. Like just some of those guys, they're not fortunate enough to get deals and get money.
Yep.
So I hear you on that.
Yeah, that's when, I mean, the whole NCAA football, that's why it went away for a long time. When it was they won in court and it was like, y'all that's how it came about. You can't profit off of our likeness, when we get nothing for it. When you're playing college football with,
number 5.
Number 5, damn well who number 5 is. It's got his same height, Auburn, where he's from, like all that shit, but then they don't see anything. Yeah. I'd be fine with it for some of those guys, but the problem would be is like, well, where do you cut that off? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
because it would be like, how can you pick him instead of me? But I just
what's the stat? Like, is there a stat that you're going to go with? You know what I mean? Like, you have to generate, you have to give some kind of financial information, like how much did you generate for that college or whatever. But it's that whole NIL is a wild west, man. Liam and I were talking about it earlier, dude. Like
graduated before they did that shit. You would be like, oh my God.
There's guys coming into the league now making more money than they are made more money than they are on their rookie contract.
Yep.
They can't wait to be backups. They're like, please, we're backups, stay healthy. Please grab somebody in front of me.
Quinn Ewers at Texas is thinking about coming back one more year. Carson Beck thinking about coming more another year. Like these guys would have went pro years before. In my opinion, but they know they're gonna get paid. So like, shit, you're gonna go to I'm gonna live a college lifestyle and get paid some millions of dollars. I mean, like, okay, sure. But I mean,
live a college lifestyle, get paid millions of dollars. That's man.
But that's what, but Liam and I were talking about it earlier. Like, actually, it was like, it's just it'll eventually create just a 60 some odd team super conference because the smaller schools just can't compete. You know, like if you have Alabama or Ohio State or whoever offering guys $5 million, whatever, like there's no way Georgia State can do that. They might can do it for one player. They sure as shit can't do it for like 22 players. You know, where you're starting 10 or 11 or whatever. So,
John,
I mean,
you gotta
it's going to change, man.
Check, John. It's your alma mater. You got to cut that check to reel the talent.
Well, when that another channel takes off, I'll do that.
John got to be a donor. Jay in the truck said, overrated Mike Florio and Chris Sims Punkhead. Yeah. I don't like
great.
I never liked Chris Sims.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. 100%.
I never liked Chris Sims.
I guess you're on my account now because that's me.
John,
but that's Liam, actually.
I know. So, I mean, NIL. What does that stand for? NIL.
That's what we're talking about.
But it stands for what?
What does it stand for?
Yeah,
that's a good question.
Something in likeness, I think.
Something like name and likeness, right?
Name and likeness, yeah. I think so. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and then like Liam, you do. Yeah, he plays a shit ton of NCAA. He didn't even buy Madden this year. He's just been playing NCAA the entire time.
Madden's probably amazing now. I ain't played Madden. I know it's amazing now.
Same old.
It's okay.
It's better than last year, but I mean, you know, it's just updated rosters and graphics, man.
You played with Penix yet? Have you played with Penix?
I did that after the Chargers game, man. Out of spite.
Hey, he benched him quietly. Hey, I know how you do that.
I went in franchise mode. We won a bowl and everything.
Hey, he made an executive decision in his personal life that affected the team after watching that Chargers game.
I'm not lying. I traded my first move. I traded Kirk and 2 ones for Max Crosby. And it went right through.
I love it.
He said it went. You was fed up. You had seen it.
That's it, man. That's right.
Okay, and I am. Okay.
Yeah. No, I'll go. That's true. He did. Liam did go like he did a Georgia State one and tried to read. That's tough, dude. You try to rebuild some of these smaller schools. Holy shit! Because Mike, you like in the college game, you're recruiting kids from high school. So you're trying to get like these 2, 3, 4, 5-star kids, and they won't come to your school. If you're Georgia State, it don't matter. You can win like 3 years in a row. They're like, nah, I'm gonna go to Alabama. I'm gonna go to Georgia. I'm good.
My favorite Madden, I don't know what year this was. The one I played the most, I was in love with. I don't know if y'all remember the year. One of the Maddens had it was either franchise or like owner, where you were setting the price of the tickets. Like you were setting the price of the concession stands.
Yeah.
Setting up like you was in control of everything. You could trade your play. And I felt like Arthur Blank. I ran that shit, and I used to play on starter, but I win the Super Bowl every year. But hey, man,
you win like 78 to nothing.
I swear to God, I never up it. I win and just run it back at the same level because it feels good to succeed with Matty Ice. Okay. But you used to set all the prices. I just thought that was so cool.
That probably was the 2000s.
That was
definitely. Yeah, definitely was. Speaking of which, I mean, that's to me, man, like just video games in general, underrated, man. Like when you got so much shit going on, dude, like that can just focus on that, man, don't worry about what's work or whatever. Like, because I like my dad used to give me shit when I was growing up. He's like, man, it's like you're gonna eventually stop playing video games. I'm like, I don't think I am though. I don't think I am. Like, and then of course, Liam having a son, like I play with him all the time. So, so it's like
my son likes Smash Brothers. So we'll play Nintendo Super Smash Brothers together.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it took me forever, but
I keep saying this on this show. When y'all tell me that, I've heard John say it a few times, and now I heard you say. To me, I don't have a child. To me, I don't know how I feel to teach a kid how to drive or ride a bike. To me, I think the coolest future vision I ever have is like, dog, if I was ever sitting playing video games with my son, it wouldn't matter if it was my daughter. Push her away. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about my son. If I was playing video games with my son, I don't think anything would be cooler than. I think I would in that moment probably shed a single tear. Like, this is the coolest shit I've ever done. Like, I'm playing Madden with my son. Like, and I'd be kicking his ass. I wouldn't let him nothing. I would beat him until he knew how to beat me properly. I would not let him win ever. Like, never.
Totally did that. Yeah, I did that up until.
That's my problem. I did that with Smash Brothers. And then my daughter wants to play, and like I had to tell my son, I'm like, Corey, you gotta let her win. You gotta let her win.
Let her win.
You gotta let her win.
Yeah.
He's talking trash because I'm talking trash. I'm like, Corey, look, we're gonna fall off the stage together. Let her win. Let her have a minute.
Yeah. I think that's so cool, man.
When Liam was smaller, like he used to like talk mad shit. He still talks shit, but like he would talk it even then. So like I had to beat him. Him, you know. But then he legit beat me, like a while back, and I'm like, all right, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and pass that. I'm going to pass that torch. Like it's you can put it. You obviously can put in a lot more hours than I can.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Exactly. That's what he said. To be back up.
But I back it up now. Yeah, Liam.
I got no problem admitting.
Right back. Seconds it took him.
It's fine. Exactly.
Yeah,
Desmond, what's up, man?
Glad you said I'm in here. Desmond, what up?
You gotta add me in the fantasy league next year, man.
Dude, we gotta do it. We definitely do it.
Guys,
that's a fact.
How's everyone feeling? We feeling amazing. Hey, you gotta run this back, Tower. You gotta run this one back.
Are y'all headed to the playoffs in fantasy?
I lost. Yeah, I was. I lost last week.
I started 0-4, and I finished 9-5.
Damn,
Drake helped me win last week.
Liam played Alberto last week and lost by 1.5.
I hate that shit. I hate that.
And it was lame. He had Bijan and Alberto had Drake. So when Drake scored a touchdown, Liam was like, "I mean, yay, I guess." Like I was like, it was hurting him.
I was hurting.
Yeah, and then when Tyler broke off that big run, and it's like, damn, that could have been Bijan. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
I feel your pain, dude.
Yeah, so Liam and I, we were both in the play. We lost first round, so we play each other now in the next round going up. But yeah, man, we got the win, dude.
Y'all got yes, sir. Desmond, as a Saints fan, I wanted to
I'm
see.
Sure you
I know
did.
you wanted to see us suffer.
I'm sure you did.
You wanted to see us limp. Thank you for coming, Desmond, my man. Sour said, I'm so excited, man. I love Penix in college. Lord, let this guy be good. That's what we saying. Let him change the Falcons organization for years to come. That's why we say it's going to be a statue in the middle of
existence, man.
Okay, it's going to be the Mount Rushmore. We're going to put a statue. It's going to be a small Chris Chandler. We're going to do his head really
small
tiny.
Chris Chandler.
Really tiny. But we're going to start with Michael Vick. Then we're going to do Matt Ryan. And can we carve that? It's going to be blank. He got to earn it. But will his face be up there, man? Right on.
Can they carve that do-rag on his head? Is that possible?
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Let's carve it in. Hey, shit, man. They did it for Dion at the Hall of Fame. Yo.
Don't get Dwayne Wade. The guy did his statue, man. That looks terrible.
Oh, man.
That statue was taking shit.
Man. Overrated statues. Y'all have not figured them out yet. Y'all have not got successful. I've never seen a statue.
The Iverson statue.
You see Cristiano Ronaldo? You see
that his made me sad. His made me sad.
I mean,
he looked the Sean Taylor statue.
Who?
That Modell stand.
That
Modell stand. That Sean Taylor.
That was a disgrace, man.
They put a jersey on a mannequin, man.
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
Allen Iverson got a trophy. That wasn't even no statue. That was.
You know what? Somebody commented on that. We did a show a while back. You said something about that. And so, like, that's what Philly does. Like, their Hall of Fame thing they have there, like, all the guys are that same size. It's not just ours.
I take it back. it back.
Yeah. Okay. Like Will, like, all those guys are the same.
Dr. J should be bigger. He got y'all.
Yeah, you got to change the rules. Some guys get the exception.
Yeah, man. That's Allen Iverson, bro.
Man.
Sour Pickle said, I'm going to get a Penix jersey for sure. Definitely.
Yeah, a lot of them being sold this weekend, man. I'm telling you, like the games will be.
A lot of them gonna go off. Yep. Majorly up.
So I'll do my actual overrated, then we'll get out of here since we're pushing 2 hours now.
Let's go with the long show, Johnny Yates.
I know, buddy. It's one time a week now, so we got to do it. And Kevo, he ain't got work today, so we're good.
Hey, I'm off today and tomorrow, man. So hey.
I love it for you. I love it.
I'm good, man.
So y'all know, I mean, one of my we talked about like our vice foods, Mike, a few weeks ago, and one of mine's donuts too. Like I love donuts. Like, and they're like it doesn't matter what well, it does matter because that's my point. And maybe it's just a couple that's close to me that's bad, but dude, Dunkin' Donuts fucking overrated. Because I swear to God, every time I go get one, and it could be just mine, like I said, like I got like a maple frosted a few days ago. I could have broke a window with that thing, dude. Like it was so freaking dry, and like it's like I've been there for like 2 hours or 2 days, 3 days, something like that. So like I always try to go to like the mom and pop like donut spots that are always fresh, and you know what I mean. And not like I eat donuts that much, but yeah.
Do you go to the Publix bakery?
Those are good. Yeah, I like those. There's a few local like donut shops, like that'll fix them fresh and everything. That's pretty.
John is a dessert connoisseur. I always tell you that this is not a joke. I won't say the day, like the week John stops going to the gym.
Oh, it's over.
John is
diabetes, man.
John is a dessert connoisseur, man. He put me on to all the snacks. I swear to God, he's like my fat friend that's not fat. Desmond Madden said, I think the mobility is going to be crazy because Penix is a move. The chain machine is a Saints fan giving us a compliment. It's got to be the holiday season. Shout out to you, sir.
Yeah, man, that's different.
Beautiful, man. I got to subscribe. And he's subscribing. Saint Nick is in action. Penix starting, a Saints fan subscribing. Shout out to Out of Your Falcon Mind. Breaking down barriers. Okay? Down barriers.
Hey, man, look, Desmond, one of our really good friends is a Saints fan, and we've had him on the show a couple of times, man. So we had no problem with that at all.
Jonathan Lake. So this Liam said overrated last week before Christmas. Hey, that was the best school. I mean, that was the best time. We just
he's got finals. He's got finals tomorrow and Friday. He got half days, but he's got finals both days.
Don't miss those days.
Yeah, right before the break.
That's bad because I'm not focused.
I'm not focused at all. That's crazy.
But he's already I think he's he killed a test the other day, so he'll be fine. He's doing good. Yeah. So
Sal Pickle said, I heard some people saying he isn't a dual threat, and that's true. But he was great at moving with the pot. That's it. He don't got to be a dual threat as long as he's capable. Cool.
And just having the ability to get out the pocket and run. That's just having that possibility. Yeah.
John Liam said, correction, me and mom influenced him who has now influenced you.
That's kind of correct. I'll be because she I've told them before on the show, Amanda can bake her ass off. She makes amazing desserts, everything. So I had no choice but to eat these things, and they taste amazing. So I mean, she got me onto coffee when I was in college, and now look what's happened. I mean, I'm a caffeine freaking fiend, so it's that's what happened.
Yeah. I gotta give you guys one more compliment before we end. I don't want to forget this. You guys see me tweeting all the time, man. And, when I'm not tweeting about the Falcons, I'm tweeting about sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, this podcast and your content, y'all are the Jordan 11 of Falcon podcast.
Oh, I thank you for that, dog.
Jordan 11 you know how hard back in the day the Jordan 11s were to get.
You saw it, Mike.
You're the patent leather of the Falcons podcast, man. I had to get that. I almost forgot.
Thank you for that.
I deserve that, man.
Man,
you're making us want to stay on doing this, Kevo.
Hey, I'm not going to force you, but look, if y'all need a third man, in between.
Thank you, dog. Thank you, dog. I do greatly appreciate that from y'all, just because it's it is a different show. So it's when you roll this out, you don't know how it's gonna go. You feel me? So it'd be mean.
We just talk about shit, man. We just talk about life. We talk about food. We talk about music. We do just different stuff. Just hanging out, having a good time, and that's what we wanted to do because one, Mike and I don't get a chance to hang out that often. So we're like, let's talk. We can talk Falcons, and we can just bullshit with each other and have a good time. If people like it, then cool. And luckily, folks did like it. So it's
some of the stuff is so I stare at my stuff sometimes, and it's funny because it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. So but you never know how that stuff gonna go over because it's so ridiculous. It might go horrific. And just the fact that when it go good, when y'all like it, and it just means something. It really does mean a lot. So thank y'all. Thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
Phelps or else said Penix has weapons just like he had at Washington, plus an elite backfield. That's what I'm telling you.
I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the conductor up there. He had a knack for finding that space to unleash his crazy thoughts. That's what I think. They're gonna let him loose. Liam said, and now I'm on the coffee. Liam, yeah.
I got him to try some coffee.
Yet?
It's funny. He got a
John.
He got a frappuccino. He got a frappuccino the other day, and he meant to get it with like just like chocolate, no coffee or anything. But they mistakenly put a shot of espresso in there, so he drank it, and he was like, "I think this has got coffee in it." And and I was like, "Does it taste like it?" And he was like, "It's definitely different." Then all of a sudden, he's like bouncing off the walls. I'm like, "Yeah, I definitely had some coffee in it." Bro. But he had some cold brew the other day though, so he's
more mature than me because I can only do iced coffee, man.
Have you had cold brew yet?
I worked at Wawa during COVID, so I had no choice.
Right.
Oh yeah,
I was back there stealing. I was making Slurpees and everything for my.
Oh yeah.
Whenever we didn't have anybody in there, I'm making ice cream and everything, man.
Yeah. Desmond said, "I like this show. It's very different." Thank you for that, Desmond.
I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, man.
He said, "Y'all are the best I've seen and heard by far. Y'all talk about everything. It always go off the rails. It's guaranteed to do that." Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. They do.
I love it. Thank you so much, buddy.
Yeah.
You want to hear something funny? So my whole life I didn't like coffee. I would drink it if it was free. Like if I went to work and they had like the coffee pot, I might get a cup of coffee like that. And I was with my man. Like I'm from the hood, dog. Like so, I was with my coworker one day, and he said, "Man," I said, "Man, I'm gonna have this free coffee at work." And he said, "Man, I don't drink that shit." And he said, he's like, "You follow me, come with me." So we went somewhere, and he took me to Starbucks. And I drank that shit, and you would have thought it was the like the Limitless pill. I mean, it changed my life. I'm not being funny. That day changed my life. I said, "This is coffee. This is like no other coffee. I've had McDonald's coffee, Dunkin' Donuts. There was like nothing else I drank. I was alert. I felt like I was so productive at work. I know they thought I was on cocaine or something. It changed my life. It changed my life. I have been on coffee ever since. And Starbucks, I don't know what's in those beans. Those beans hit a little bit different, but Starbucks changed me. I will never forget that day. Like, damn. And I was embarrassed to drink it because if you around poor people, Starbucks is like, oh, you think you. So I'll be around my friends and shit, and they'll be roasting me for drinking. I should be like, yeah, I could care less. Hey, this makes me feel amazing inside. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, everybody's gonna have something, man. Everybody's gonna have something. You know what I mean?
You got mine is Mountain Dew, man.
It's nothing wrong with feeling fabulous. I got that from Trey. He told me that on the show. So you get if you get a cappuccino or whip foam, hey, Trey told me it's nothing wrong with feeling fabulous. So you get whatever you want at Starbucks. No shame.
For sure.
Dude, Amanda got her I don't know if I should even share this, her little report from the year for Starbucks on the app, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we were like in the top 0.4%.
Oh, hey, you should get special stars for that.
Hey,
damn.
You know what though? You get Delta Sky Miles as well for every purchase.
Dude,
we're going somewhere. We got a trip.
They go somewhere.
You got a trip off just coffee. That's how you know.
Damn right. We got a trip.
They might go to an away game next year. Off
Starbucks.
Right.
Exactly. Off on Starbucks, man.
Starbucks is different.
That's cool, man.
Liam said petition to keep Kevo permanently.
Well, I would love that, but they got to keep it going, though, man. You know, I'm just saying they got to keep it going.
He said, "I'm
appreciate you, Desmond.
I'll pull up tomorrow." Well, we won't be here tomorrow, but
you can finish watching though. I think he came in late, so you can watch the rest of the show. Yeah.
But thank you for coming, buddy. It means a lot from the Saints fan.
All right, guys. We'll Kevo, dude, thanks so much, man. This has been
thank
so much
fun,
buddy.
Thank you guys, man.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much, man. It's an honor.
Yeah, man, long overdue. And we'll, like I said, the last show we do, at least for the season, we might do something different. Like, have some more. Like, we'll definitely send you a link if you want to come hop on, man.
For sure.
Then we'll I
don't know when it's gonna be crazy.
It is gonna be crazy.
Man,
maybe
do a party. We all jump in.
Yeah,
maybe like a 5-hour podcast.
My man, Ant,
appreciate you.
Thank you, Ant.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, we had somewhat over about 100 folks in here. What is Kane doing? Kane just popped in the door. So my camera could go down at any second right now because the dog just came in. So anyway, yeah, we had up over 100 folks in here tonight, man. We appreciate y'all for hanging with us late and like 2 hours worth, 8:30 to 10:30, whatever it is. So we will be back. Let's see. The game is. We actually have a Sunday game, right? So we'll able to. We'll be back. Depending on how the game goes, it is Penix's first game, so we may want to talk about it after the game. So we'll see. We may come on and do like a recap show, and then for sure next Wednesday, we'll have our probably regular time, 7:30 or something like that. Man, Kevo's been here for a long time, Sour. Since the damn near the start of the show, the beginning, man.
Literally.
We did one of our first collabs with Kevo and Smitty, and I think Berto possibly, and then Kevo did one with me because Mike wasn't there, and then it's just So we exactly. So great for the show, man.
I'm sorry, I got to do this. My buddy couldn't make it.
That's right.
He's from the area too, Mike. He lives in Akaki.
Oh, that's dope.
His birthday was yesterday, and his daughter can be born anytime this week. We couldn't make it, so.
That makes sense.
Happy birthday and congrats, man.
Absolutely.
Hey, shout out to you, bro. I know you couldn't make it, man, but I told him I had to shout him out. He was excited about me, y'all. I've been name dropping, and I'm like, you know what? He probably think I'm lying. Let me hit them on Twitter.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, man. Dude. Hopefully you get on with us, next time. And congrats for the child for sure. But anyway, like I said, thank you all so much, man. If you're listening to us on iTunes, Spotify, drop us a 5-star review, hit the like button for us on YouTube. And like I said, we'll be back Sunday, hopefully after Penix throws a hell of a game and we get win number 1 of the last 3 that we need to finish off this season. And maybe the Cowboys can take care of the Bucs, and that would be great. So
they have been playing hard.
They have. They did. They gave everything they could last week, so almost came back and won that game. But Kevin, tell everybody where they can find you, dude, before we get out of here.
Right now, guys, I stopped on YouTube for the Falcons, man, because I was like a rapper when it came to Smitty, and it came to you guys. It's like I appreciate the art. I can't do that shit. I can't do it. That's why I never did it. I'm like, I appreciate what they're doing so much. It's like I can't do it, man. I appreciate it from afar. But we do overhype sneaker spaces once a month. We took last month off because of my dad passing, but we'll do something before Christmas. If you guys want to jump in, we just talk sneakers, man, and just pretty much talk about what sneakers meant in the DMV area, which would be the phone pauses and such. Just look for us on Twitter for now, man. We're not doing anything big on YouTube just yet.
Love it. Yeah, the Falcon space is a little congested, buddy. It's a little so if you it's tough to break in and get started.
And with you guys, it's not even competition. It's just like looking at thinking you can ball and then you jump on the court with LeBron. Like, I can't play in this damn league, man. I can watch it, but I know better.
Balling with us, though, man. Join in the team and balling with us. I appreciate that.
There we go.
Yeah, man.
And listen, I want to end on this. I want to say this before we go. It's the holiday season. Enjoy every moment when you with your family who in that room. Enjoy every 100%. Moment with the people that's in that room. Enjoy yourselves. It's some things to stress about, but try to let that go. Enjoy these movies. It's a fun time to watch movies. It's a time for cartoons. It's a fun time to eat shit that you normally wouldn't eat. It's a fun time to be with your family. It's a fun time to drive racing cars. It's a fun time to play cards and video games. It's a fun time to chill with your nieces and nephews and your kids. It's just a fun time. If you got snow where you are, it's a fun time. Michael Penix is playing. It's a fun time in Atlanta. So enjoy those moments. Be conscious of it while it's happening. Just back out for a minute and just look around and enjoy that shit. It can always change. It can change it from year to year. It'll be somebody that's there this year, won't be there next year. It can always, it's rotating pieces. Life is crazy. So whatever you around, however this going this holiday season, enjoy that shit. If you with one person, enjoy it with them. If you with this part of the family, enjoy it. Turn up. It's holiday season, and you only get one of these. When January 1st comes, it's back to I gotta eat this way, and I gotta go to the gym. I gotta go to sleep on time. You only get a few weeks to be bad. Like remember when you was kid, you'd be bad. You could be bad. You could curse, drink beer, drink eggnog. You could do whatever you want. This is the time to do whatever you want. So enjoy it. Enjoy every single moment of it. And while you got us here, the last few shows, enjoy every single moment of Out of Your Falcon Mind.
We may need to come back, bro. we may get him to come back if y'all, show out, man.
Merry Christmas.
I mean, seriously. I mean, damn, it's making it tough, man. And I'm glad you said that, Mike, because next Wednesday is Christmas, so we will not be here on Wednesday.
We won't.
7:30.
I gotta say,
so we will definitely do a show on Sunday because we're gonna have to get. So after the game on Sunday, we'll probably do a live and get after it. So man, thank y'all so much, Kevo. Again, thank you, brother.
Join the last show. Don't miss the last show, man. Pop in on.
I'll be there, man. I'll be there for sure.
My man.
Yeah, Mike, thanks out, brother.
Out of your Falcon mind. Peace.